What's up, everybody? FSC Trucking. I'm going to change the thing here a little bit. So while you guys start building up your comments and getting going with it, we're going to try to change the angle here because I'm home. So I'm trying to prop up my camera on my phone in a way that'll work good for what I'm trying to accomplish here. So I'm trying to sit at the bar with my computer with the ability to read comments. And, okay, I'm trying to use a GoPro clamp to hold the phone is what I'm trying to do. So I'm trying to get that working for me, and it's not working quite like I want. So actually that works good. If I only tip the chair up a bit, that seems to work good. Okay, so we just need to get that box right there, babe. Under your boots. Put it right under that leg right there. Excellent. Think that works good. All right, cool. So now I've got my computer. Let's go on to YouTube. Now I can read comments a little bit better. I gotta move my wine. That's in the way. And 1 minute. No production with lives. That's why I don't like lives very much. Connect to the internet. Why am I not connected to the internet? Because I didn't ask it to do so. Why is it not grabbing the home Wi-Fi by itself? It should. Hotel Wi-Fi, so it's probably just grabbing. It's not usually just grabbing my Wi-Fi at home, I guess. There we go. Look at that. YouTube's working. Click on make it big. Click on that. Go to here. Click on that. And there we are. So now, click on that. Uh-oh. There we are. So now, mute. Uh-oh. There we are. All right, now it's muted. I don't have to hear myself. Sadly, I have to see myself with this setup. But whatever, it works good for now, I guess. So let's see here. Going through the comments here. So I guess I'll explain here real quick. How you doing? Did a great job, Escort. Those roads are fun. Where did you drop? Well, the load got dropped in Racine, Wisconsin. So when I got to the load, it was in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, which is where he got shut down because of the weather. They pulled all the permits, which I couldn't believe they had to pay for the permits twice. First time they paid for the permits, they got pulled, and they had to buy them again. You figured they'd postpone them because due to weather, right? No, double your money. I tell you, it's a rook. So yeah, I started with him in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, 232, the old Buckhorn, there's a TA right there, and it got delivered in Racine, Wisconsin. Now I'm not going to get into the old nitty gritty details of it because, to be honest, Tim is on his way back to Tennessee right now, and with Rooster and the empty trailer, and obviously it was just a couple-hour drive home. So I got home here, stopped at the store, had to stop at Best Buy, get a couple things, and I figured I didn't have the time to really do a big produced video. If anything I did in the past, I started on one, but I didn't finish it. I was just too tired. And to be honest, when I edit a video and I'm tired, it don't come out that good. So I decided, let me just wait. So I figured I'd do a live. And the reason I want to do a live, I'm not getting into the details or specifics of what went on the trip or the problems it had. But let me tell you, this trip was problem city. Like it was straight up struggling from basically, yeah, literally the word go from the very beginning of the load. It was problematic. If it wasn't weather, from weather being the past, it was weather currently. Um, it was just a myriad of problems. I'm trying to figure out how to talk about it. I'll start looking in here in a minute here as far as the comments go. But I don't want to give too much details. I don't want to take the thunder out of Tim's videos from it or even my own videos from the experience. But An experience it was. Training day it was. I thought I knew something, and I learned how little I knew. I learned a lot in this trip, believe me. I knew Pete Lynn to get my coffee. I'm sitting here like, where's my coffee? Oh, it's on. I was watching Vikings on the TV with Jen, and I decided, you know what, let me get ahead and get a live going because it's a reasonable time. I probably could have waited, but that's all right. I just figured I'd do it now. Learned a lot. Let me tell you on this one. Biggest thing I learned, oh my God, road raging. The amount of people with road rage in this country. Oh my God, even professional truck drivers. One cold bucket in particular, semi-tractor trailer. The guy on video, the guy with the trailer. So he's lucky that my GoPro that was facing my truck died, because had it not died, he probably would be criminally charged for what he did to me or tried to do to me. Yeah, it was scary moments with that particular guy. So, but yeah, there's a few other ones that were real doozies with the way they were, the way cars and trucks both were getting bent, that the road wasn't big enough for everybody. So they're just trying to shove the tail car, the tail pilot car out of the way, and not good. I don't know how people do it with a pilot car service or escort service, whatever you want to call it. I don't know how they do it with little cars, because I'm using the Hemi Dually, and it's got a big old butt, right? I mean, there's a guy with a Chevy Cobalt trying to push me out the way. I'm like, really, dude? I go, put that car in my load bed and take it for a ride. But, how are you going to square off with an F-250, which there was an F-250? How are you going to square off with that when you're in a Chevy Cobalt? I don't know. Ultimately, the second guy, the one who was with us the longest, the lead pilot car, he had a Toyota Tacoma. He's a bit of a perfectionist, but a good guy nonetheless. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting trip, to say the least. So I'm used to my phone. I can't do this on touchscreen. So see here, I'm trying to read some comments. Did you ever think of going to work? Going to work for Tim, that way you can move to Tennessee. No, I don't want to work for Tim. I guess technically on this one I did, but no, it was just an idea of a collab. He had one of his guys that ran the chase car from Baltimore up to Bloomsburg, but he had a family issue, so he had to stay home. So when Tim was on his way back up to come get the load, he called me. He's like, "Hey, you want to do this for me?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, we could take care of that." But I figured it'd be a good collab and it'd be a lot of fun. So that's what we did. That's how it played out. So, but no, work for Tim directly? No. I'm an independent owner-operator. I'm not changing that. I don't even want, really, I honestly wouldn't even want to lease on with Tim Gentry, because I don't want to pollute a friendship over business. Something like this is fun. If he uses me for this kind of stuff every now and again, which I'm told is the plan, that not a regular thing, but on a somewhat regular thing. He'll probably need me in the future for this kind of stuff, and that's fine. To be honest, I do want to start branching out on my own, in addition to, if you look at what I thought about long term for me and my business and my life, for that example, for that, I want to remain with Widmeyer Express in some capacity. I never want to ever leave completely, but I do want to start branching off on my own stuff that doesn't directly compete with them, and also just gets me into something different than what I'm doing right now, just the same mundane stuff. Something I could build up to. That way I can have a little bit more to leave my children when I'm no longer around. But that's the idea. So I need to start doing other things. So doing this kind of work for Tim helps me out. Somebody just dropped a $23.99 super chat on there. I heard you love McDonald's. Here, some burger money from Germany. So 23.99. All right, what's German money? Hey babe, yeah. Look that up. What's German money? It looks like a E. Like, I don't know, it's hard to look. It's not that it's like like our dollar sign, but it's different. What's German money? Those are euros.
Yeah, euros.
Euros.
$1.08 United States.
What was Germany's currency before they went with the EU? Curious. Okay, so 23. Okay, so I am curious. What is 23.99? 23.99 euros in US dollars. Let me give the man, because it doesn't show up on there in USD. It shows up in euros. Somebody says not much.
$26.02.
Oh, $26. $26.02 US. Okay, well, awesome. Oh, what's his name? I gotta find it. Mr. Bourne. Mr. Bourne. All right. Well, thanks for the $26.02 American. Appreciate that. Somebody answered Deutschmark. Deutschmark was the German. Do you guys use Deutschmark at all anymore, or is it everything euros now? I know Britain got out of that, but I was curious what it was. Or if they still use it, if it's a either or situation. What do I know? Curious. Anyway. So back to what I was saying about what I want to do. So I certainly want to branch out, and I like the idea that I can do stuff like this with Tim to learn stuff. I'm not trying to compete with Tim, and I'm not trying to work for him either, but I am trying to learn. They say you don't want to be the smartest person in the room. You don't learn anything that way. Well, same thing, right? So people got a lot of crap to talk about Tim, but you know what? He's a good friend of mine, and I appreciate the opportunity, if nothing else, that he put in front of me. So heck, we did it. So that was a good time. And you know what? Other than a handful of stressful times, it was actually enjoyable. So that worked out really well. But yeah, it was from like literally the very beginning. It was nothing but problems. Neil McIntosh is all euros, nothing else. Yeah, Scott Cash, I know, I get it. YouTube will take about half, so you get about $12. Yeah, I know, I get it, but still, it is what it is. I'm looking at a name on here. I'd hate to have to block that person only in the fact that there's a Christine Fortner on here, babe.
Oh, really? That's kind of weird.
The comment is, hey, Steve, it's good to be multi-talented. So it's a Monday. It's kind of a, it has to do with what I'm talking about, but it's very
it's kind of like
it's inside baseball. Have to do with my nutty ass sister, in my opinion, and her cuck husband, and all the crap that's gone on with my parents. So inside baseball, the two names are a mix of names that sound suspiciously near what's going on with somebody from Texas, like they're trying to send me a message. I'm like, yeah, send me the message that you want. Talk to the lawyers. Oh, did Tim get paid? Oh, this guy.
No, he did it for free.
No, the shop burned for free. Yes, it actually did burn for free, idiot. No, seriously, no. You know what? I don't know where anybody gets that from. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just so stupid. It's just stupid. I mean, come on. The guy got, yeah, it's going to be good. It's so profitable. Just light your business on fire and hope you make it. Okay. I can't stand people like that. Ranger Mike's. What? I mean, I don't even know. What are you guys talking about here? I don't even know. Need a moderator. Yeah, probably do, but you wouldn't. Anybody that would moderate wouldn't recognize what I was talking about. So anyway, here. I need to swing by for a sip of whiskey. Have plenty. But don't come here for it. Jen's over there laughing.
Don't touch my stuff.
Jen goes, don't touch my stuff. Hey, my coffee is getting a little low, so we'll need another one. Do we have more?
There might be some
in the Keurig.
No, we have no Keurig.
Oh, still got perky coffee to heat up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hand me that percolator. Let me show that. Hand me that percolator.
This is the Jen of our house.
Oh, this is the. Jen's not exactly dressed for camera, so she can stay off camera. This we found in my mother's basement when we moved Mom out. So Mom was like, if you want it, take it. So this thing is like, I don't know, from like the 70s or 60s. I don't know. But it makes the best coffee, man. Just fill it up, put the coffee in the basket in the top, and fill it up with what? Not too much coffee, baby.
I know.
Otherwise, it just makes water. Plug it in when it recycles the coffee and it gets hot enough. It comes on. It's beautiful coffee. So
Probably not much left.
there's some left.
Probably not a full cup.
All right, well, So, that's perky coffee. That's what we refer to it as.
Perky's ready.
Perky's ready. Yeah, that's our morning. Hey, that's our morning routine. You get up in the morning, first one up, plugs in the percolator, and then you're getting up, waiting on breakfast, sitting on the couch, watching the news or whatever on the TV, and you smell the coffee in the apartment. Oh, man, it's just like, boom! Get you going, ready to ride. Takes a little bit to get me going in the mornings. So let's see here. I'm looking in the comments. Steve, I must admit you got a lovely collection of bourbon and stuff on the wall there. Have a great day, Steve. That's thy. Like, okay. Enjoy the channel, especially when you point out what you do. Next time you roll through Connecticut, let me know. I'll buy you a Monster. The last thing I need is another Monster, but I appreciate that. Hey, Steve, you putting the Caterpillar in the Ford 9000? No, the Ford CL 9000 is... If Savage Dog, if you know, you know. I mean, come on, figure it out. The Ford CL 9000 is going to get rebuilt to the same engine was in it. Is the same engine just going back into it? We're just going to rebuild it. So that's the idea. Hey, Steve, do you have any sports teams? Yes, in this house, there is only one sports team. One. Because there's only one sport that we follow in this house. Which is it, babe? Say it, they can't hear you.
The Flyers.
It's the Philadelphia Flyers. Because I was born and raised a New York Giants fan. It's me and the NFL don't exactly get along. So we watch hockey. Actually, I don't watch that much anymore. Jen watches it. But Jen is born and raised Philadelphia. So she's a Philadelphia Flyers fan. Go get the guy. You know the one?
This guy?
No, the other guy.
Oh, Shitty?
Yeah. Baby! I'm recording. I try to keep it. This isn't Chad Keegan's channel. We try to cut the cursing down to a minimum. Yeah, we're putting the Cummins back in the CL 9000. I'm hoping before I go back trucking. Here, just chuck them. Yeah, there you go. That's Jen's guy. Actually, go way, way, way back in my old videos. There's a picture, there's a video of Gritty telling Jen to F off.
And that's why I don't like him anymore.
Serious, that's true. But dead serious, go way back in the old videos. Jen has a picture of Gritty. No, I keep saying a picture. Yeah, we took pictures too, but I had it on video, I'm pretty sure, right?
I just wanted
it's in the way old videos before the channel became a trucking channel. There's video of Gritty telling Jen literally to F off.
And then I started hating him.
That's absolute facts. Absolute facts.
I just wanted a picture.
Jonathan Haynes says Buffalo Sabres, Jen. Maybe you should just put something on a little ugly pair of pants and come on camera.
I don't think they'll see my pants.
Oh, they'll see down on my calf with that angle. Jen's like, I don't care. I don't give a care. You're home. So yeah, here she is. Sorry. See, there's a lag. So yeah, okay, came up here. Yeah, Buffalo Sabres. Hey Steve, you ever come to Morgantown, West Virginia? Every now and again we do. It's the Constanza says, I'm from Philly, so I understand how lunatic Philly fans are. Yeah, well, this is my Philadelphia lunatic. What's up with me? Nathan Allen says, hello everyone. Rob Peters. So some of those mascots are making six figures. I gotta hand it to you. The funniest thing about Gritty was when they brought him up. The team she hates the most is the Penguins. So that was I guess it's a Philly, Pennsylvania thing with Pittsburgh. So when Gritty came back, like the funniest thing was Gritty had his own Twitter account, Twitter at that time, and he goes, "It me, Gritty." And the Philadelphia, the Pittsburgh Penguins mascot was like, "What the hell is that?" And then Gritty's reply to that was "Sleep with one eye open, bird." And it sounds funny, but that's when the people from Philly started liking this guy because Gritty's an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he is.
I love how he shows how to eat pizza. Throws it on the ground, he stomps on it, and give him a cheesesteak. But yeah, Gritty tells Jen to F off on video. It's funny. He doesn't actually tell her, but he's like, shoo. What we're trying to do is get a picture with him. And he's telling her to get the hell out, get out of Dodge.
I had a Gritty shirt on and everything.
You did.
I was ready.
You did.
I pre-ordered that little dumb doll.
Oh, man. Yeah, so now she's all about her little baby Yoda Grogi doll. Grogu. We call him Grogi.
We call him the baby.
Yeah, the baby. Oh, we don't, well.
Want to see him?
Yeah, bring Grogi over here. He is wearing his shirt, ain't he? Oh, this'll get all kinds of things going right here. There you go. This is the baby. This is our baby. Wearing his Flyers shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He dances, and he loves his mommy.
Yeah.
There you go. Good baby.
Yes.
Until I have grandchildren, that's the best I got.
Yeah.
All righty, back to business over here. David, what part of someone else is talking about Tennessee. Okay. Darren Paul says, what a beautiful lady. Hands off. Nah, just kidding. No, she is. That's absolutely. She's an angel. She actually is. She is an angel. I mean, she really helped out in my life. I didn't find success until I found her. That's just straight up facts. Finally had a partner and not someone that just was a problem. So get a load to Maine. You can backload with firewood. Team Grogu over here myself. He kind of resembles you there, Steve. Yeah, just a little bit. He's older than me. I'm only 46. He's 50, according to the show. Do you ever do meet and greets? I'd love to check your truck out. It's Kevin Datkins. Yeah, I've done them in the past. I've done them at Southern Michigan Railroad, and we're probably going. Now, don't hold it to it, but Green APU is planning on having a booth at Matt's again, and I am planning on doing a meet and greet there. Also, again, the plan is Tim Gentry is going to have a booth there in some capacity, and I'll be around there as well. So I'm going to Matt's one way or another. Whether I go with Orwell or by car, don't know yet. I might bring the pickup down. I might bring the car down. I got to fix Jen's car. I kind of broke the car. Sorry. I broke her Mercedes. Yeah. I just got to take it to the alignment shop and see if... it's embarrassing.
It happens.
Well, I didn't crash it. You didn't crash it. But
It.
it started with you getting it stuck in the snow.
Yeah, but I didn't yank it.
And I couldn't find, I didn't know where the pull hook was, so I thought it would be okay if I just wrapped a strap around the spokes of the front tire and dragged it out of the snowbank with my dually, with the one front wheel not rolling because it's being dragged, and the other three wheels turning. So my neighbor helped me. I always had him hold the wheel a little bit. And when I drove it to the shop last, the steering wheel is just ever so slightly, maybe about a 3-degree turn to the left when you're going straight. That car don't seem quite right. So I know I bent something under there. So it's got to go to the alignment shop to see if it could just be tweaked, or if something's bent, tell me what got bent so I can bring the car home and fix it. So I broke her car. So she drives the car to work. We just don't really want to take it on a long trip. So probably next week I got to make an appointment to get an alignment done on it and figure out what broke. Sorry, guys, haven't really talking on the comments here. And the whole purpose of this live was basically to talk about the trip with the Gentry collab I did with Tim, with the whole thing, with all the drama. But again, I never want, and I'm not gonna on this video get involved into what the specifics of what happened. But it was not an easy run, that's for sure. You should get a weather channel bomb cyclone banner on your wall. No, not it. No. I might try to come up with a shirt. I really got to get the merch game going. So I'm looking at the stuff Tim got, and I'm like, with the merch, And I'm like, oh my God, I am so. Listen, he's a way better self promoter than I am, and he's a way better. Probably he's definitely better with the trucking than I am as far as how he's running the business because I'm a one truck, one operation, one man operation, and he's got that whole thing going on. And the man's younger than me; he's doing it less time than me, and he's doing YouTube less time than me. So I got a lot to learn. But yeah, merch, I'm definitely lacking. We got to get the ball moving on it. Matter of fact, tomorrow, babe.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll go talk to the t-shirt guys about reordering. Maybe I should reorder Orwell shirts.
Yeah.
They could be done in a handful of weeks, perhaps,
Mm-hmm.
and then start on artwork for something new. A couple new things. We got a couple ideas.
Yeah, we need to get on that.
We really do. And Jen needs a replacement for her current job because I hate the fact she works there because I just don't like it's a crappy job, and I hate that she works there. So if Jen could just do merch, that'd be great. So we really need to get off. Mr. and Mrs. Hammer, no, I have not. They asked, have you heard anything new from Dominique? No, this week I was thinking about actually calling her today on my way home from Racine. And I don't know, I was just kind of tired and kind of drab, so I really didn't know. But I do need to get a hold of Dominique and Bobby and find out what they got going on because I did offer, and I still am offering, if Bobby is going to do the work on the truck himself. I have offered, and I will offer again to go to Washington State and help Bobby thrash on that truck to get BD1 back going again. If you don't know who I'm talking about, that's the YouTube channel Dominique, the dump truck driver. She's a good friend of ours. Her and her husband Bobby are the ones that helped me get the Ford CL9000 out of North Bend, Washington with their excavator. They just threw that on an equipment trailer, dragged it down there with their F350, and used it to get my truck out of there, get it on my trailer, and loaded it. And they went down there before I even got there they did a video checking it out to see what kind of condition it was in, how hard it would be to get my trailer out of the trailer out of there. So they're good friends of mine. I really felt bad when that truck got wrecked, and that's their only one. They just sold the Kenworth, the 77 Kenworth. So, and that wasn't set to pull a pup trailer either, I don't think. So Dominique's without a truck until BD1. That's what her truck is. Beyond Dirt 1, Unit 1. She's without a truck until she gets BD1 back running. So, I mean, if she called me right now and says, "Hey, could you come help Bobby?" I'll fire up the dually tonight. If it need be. That's just how I do things. But yeah, I'm hoping things are good for them. Your YouTube production is way better than Tim's. That's Neil McIntosh. I do things very different from Tim. Tim made the joke that he should hire me to do video production, but to be honest, video producer for a Gentry channel would make what I make. I'd have to cut everything off just to follow Tim around like a lapdog, filming everything and editing it, so that would not work. But he probably should hire somebody to do exactly that for him at this point. I learned a lot about Tim and about his the way things are for him. And I mean, there's only a handful of people I know that are that busy. I mean, he is insanely busy. I mean, that's why he's got the ear jack in his ear, because his phone never stops. Always getting phone calls. So we live in Fond du Lac. I've seen Orwell several times as you came through town. Carry on. It's Patrick Knowles. Yeah, that happens. We come through. Well, we live not far from there, so it makes sense. If you do shirts, please don't forget about the big and tall fans in a 5XLT. Well, we did have shirts in 5X. The problem is we got to charge extra for the 5X because we get charged extra for 5X. I should look into a longer shirt than what we've been selling, but we'll try to figure it out. Maybe I don't know. I got to look and see how the rest of the situation looks this week for work and everything else going on. But I'll probably go drive over to t-shirt place tomorrow. Although I was talking about going to the truck or going to the shop tomorrow too. Not 100% on what's going on. He said he'd take your truck on the company. He said that many times to me personally, where if something happened to Whitmire, he absolutely would put me on as an owner operator, at least to his company. I know that. I know something happened. I have a friend to fall back on. I don't want that. I don't want that. if it came to that, I would if I needed to. But it has not. It's no. I don't say that with any disrespect. I just don't want to work for a friend. I'd rather work with a friend, not work for a friend. The relationship changes at that point. Paul Wasser says, "Oh my God, in the world. Oh my God, the world is. Oh my God, the world is going to end. It's snowmageddon and bomb cyclone season. Get used to it." Oh, I thought you were talking about my quote, the bomb cyclone. Run for your lives, like I do. Yeah, I know it's so crazy. We weaponize weather. We're living with like it's Wisconsin. It snows here now. If it snows like here in Miami, Florida, yeah, that's probably biblical, and the times type stuff. But if it snows like this in Wisconsin, it's Wisconsin. It happens. The sun rose too. I mean, it's whoop de doo. Did you see Tom Sullivan says, did you see Dominique's video about the insurance estimates of value? Yes, I did see that. And my comment on that video was, I hope Progressive kissed her before her. I can't believe that they literally will use a cost comparison from junk that is literally on its way to Copart as a cost comparison for resale value of what her dump truck is. And then it's not even spec even close to the same because all the different states have different rules for weights when it comes to dump trucks. Washington being very different. They run pump trailers and their system is very different from what you see in even California or anything like you see out here. So how are you comparing a dump truck in Washington State with a dump truck that's on its way to the junkyard in Pennsylvania? The rules aren't even close to the same. There is no similarity between the units, other than the fact it's got a dump bed on it. The trucks are very different from one another. And Dominique's truck's got the big cat in it, which is the I don't know if it's a 5EK or a 6NZ, but it's the 475/550, so it could be either one. So it's got the big cat with the single turbo. So yeah, that right there adds value. It's a stick shift, which in reality adds value rather than these junk ass automatics. So yeah, I mean, they're just trying to burn her. So at which point I'm just like I said, if their answer was we're just gonna fix the truck, I would be like, okay, if you need help, let me know. Yeah, that other one right there. At Christine Fortner. New neighbors up there in Wisconsin trucking together. You two moved there recently. Whoever you remember what I was talking about earlier?
Yeah.
That would not be related to the problems in Texas because
No,
they would not know who trucking together is.
Right, and they would have said something very
rude. No, it's just two mixing names that makes one name. So that's why Christine Fortner. I'm starting to wonder if that's obviously just somebody, not somebody messing with me. Yeah, but yeah. I know they came up here. I don't know where they came up to. I've never met them. I've seen a few of their videos. They do trucking very different from me and everybody I know, but I have no problem with them. I just they're totally different thing. But I've run into if our paths were to cross, if they were to stop by the shop, I mean, whatever, come by, hang out, shoot the crap. Sure. Christine Ford goes, no relationship to them. Yeah, I know. It's just your last name is the same as somebody over there, and your first name is the same from somebody else over there, which is a mix of two people. That's why I started wondering, because I do know that they watch what I say on here, and as long as what I say is truthful, they can't do nothing about it. So, with Dominique, it's like comparing apple and oranges. It's Tex W. Yeah, for sure, it's different. But again, they show the trucking together. They are a company drive. They're company drivers. They drive for U.S. Express, if I remember it. The red trucks. Pretty sure it's U.S. Express. And they show the company driver side of the crap they got to deal with and the stuff that goes on, and the dealing with the snow and the weather and all the the different places they load, and it's the same kind of nonsense we all deal with in a different way. So I mean, hell yeah. I mean, I'm all for them. I'm glad they have a channel and they're showing that. I just never ran into them. That's all. Crazy weather here in England at the moment. It's very windy at 50 Fahrenheit, 11 11, almost 11 at night. Oh, I wish it was 50 out here. I'd be happy. See here. My brother and myself worked together for a short time. It didn't work out. It's Jeremiah Sullivan. Yeah, that won't work out. Working for family doesn't work out at all. Bert Dingman, you can figure that out. It's not that hard. Trucking together was with Siva, but no longer. Yeah, I heard a lot of bad stuff about working for Siva. So, do you have an Elmer Fudd? No, I do not have an Elmer Fudd impression. Sorry there, Ram it. Ram it 5100. No, I don't have it. Hey, Steve, I'm Bill from Brooklyn, New York. Love your show. I learned so much from you about trucking. Well, I appreciate that. Thanks. So, think about the whole thing with the Tim situation with that load we did. So yeah, it just like I said, I got there, I set up my truck, I made that big banner on the back. I had a piece of plywood happened to be cut the same perfect length, so I put that on the back of the truck on an old trailer hitch with an adjustable hitch I had. So I took that off, put angle iron on the sides, drilled 2 holes, ran 2 half-inch bolts through. Excuse me. Just the cough I still got. Everything else is gone. Bolted it on there, hooked to the trailer hitch, all good to go. Put the bungee cord flag on the front bumper, threw a magnet mount, dinky little. I was trying to find a better one, but the best I could do a truck world is that little dinky thing. Threw that on the roof, a magnet mount CB antenna, and the CB was absolutely terrible. If you watch Tim Gentry's lives, you hear the CB wasn't coming out very well, but my power for the CB and the power for the scroll was also coming from the only cigarette lighter plug that truck has. So it's got 2 like 110 wall outlet plugs in the truck, one front, one back, and only 1 cigarette lighter plug, and that's where the radio is getting its power from. So that might have been it. So I am going to hardwire for a better, bigger strobe light that'll be magnet mounted or suction cup to the roof for the future, along with a real power outlet for the antenna. I might keep that magnet mount antenna. I might get a better antenna or do something better. Not sure. I actually still at my shop have a 102-inch whip, a CB whip for that. So that'd be kind of cool, but it'd be a real pain in the neck to just get that truck to the car wash. So, but I do have a 102-inch whip. I just have to get the ball mount for it. I don't know where I'd put it. Just gotta figure that out. Somebody asked, did the England Trucking Company go out of business? CR England. I didn't hear about CR England going out. They might have got bought because these these big banks and hedge funds, they like to buy trucking companies like Pez Candy, and then they find out that it takes more than a banker to run a trucking company, and then they go belly up. Trying to go on. I'm trying to think really what else to say. So when we got down there when I got down there, Rooster fired up, no trouble. Then went to the hotel. Getting reattached to the trailer because of snow was a nightmare. And then we got going, and then there was wrecks on the road, fire on the road, and then he already posted on Facebook. We wound up being on the inside of the scale house in Hubbard, which the trip inside that scale house, to be honest, I believe is weather related. But nonetheless, we spent a little time in the Hubbard scale house, and then we got going again, and then we didn't get as far as we wanted because of weather, and then more weather, and then more drama and more weather, drama, and weather, and then road rage. We'll get into it more detail in the videos, but it was definitely nothing like I thought it would be. That run was not easy at all. But I learned a lot. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Could you make me another coffee while I'm out here? Thank you.
Welcome.
Hope it's good, yummy. Yacht delivered. Yes, it was delivered today. Boom holler. Yeah, we delivered it today. So we got up, dealt with more weather, got across over to Racine, got her dropped off, and unloading. I wasn't there to load the boat. I have no idea how hard it is to load it, but it don't look simple. Unloading it, basically effortless. You back into the lot, which You got to have backing skills. I'm going to give Tim a lot of credit for that. The backing skills to get that big boat in that tiny spot was epic. He got it in there, really, really good. And then they pull a genie lift over it, or like a hoist. It straddles the boat, and you put slings underneath the boat, and you lift it up, and then it backs up, and then sets the boat down. Same thing you use to bring the boat in and out of the water. Matter of fact, it was right in front of where the cove is, where the genie lift straddles over the water to put the boats in and out. So it was right there. But yeah, it was basically effortless. So yeah, the boat was done. There was no damage on the boat, no nothing. Took care of the paperwork, gone. Tim started heading south, and I started heading north. And you got to check out Tim's Facebook, because he's got two of them. One's Timothy Gentry, the other is Gentry and Sons Trucking. He might have a surprise coming on the channel coming up soon, because apparently they had to go look at something. So if you look on his Facebook, you find out. Pretty good. Boom hauler, easy money, right? Yeah, nah, it was nothing easy about that. No stream available. Says 102-inch whip is best mobile antenna ever. Right, because it's half wave, isn't it? 102. Work the world on mine. Best 70. I don't even know what you're saying. Is that a ham radio sign? Well, you wall to wall and treetop tall here. Yeah. According to Webster, England is still active. Yeah, I don't see that. Let's see here. Seems like a lot of park homes are rusted the same way, but in the opposite direction. I'm not sure what you're talking about here, Neil McIntosh. Mark Grant, say hi to Jen. Mark Grant says, say hi to Jen for me. She's lovely. You absolute rock. Mark from UK. She's over there giggling. Hi, Steve. How are you tonight? Doing good. Routed, not rusted. Oh, now I can't read it. The routing was horrendous, which typical of wide loads trying to get around toll road. Oh yeah, there was some Indiana toll road drama. Imagine that. Because why would there be no drama on the Indiana toll road? I don't know. The old subscribers to this channel know what I'm talking about. I've gone rounds with that damn toll road dealing with wide loads. Let's see here. How did Tim's Canadian built trailer? Oh, IH guy said, how did Tim's Canadian built trailer out? Does he like it? That trailer is a beast. That is one stout, well-built trailer. However, I don't know who built the axles. So the trailer is built by Waltron. Waltron built a very nice trailer. However, they bought axles that something is going not right with the brakes on that thing. They apparently get too tight. They get very hot. That trailer has the same rims and tires as my trailers do. My trailer axles are built by Dexter, so I can't say for sure whether Waltron bought Dexter axles. But in Waltron's defense, when Waltron buys and when they build the trailer, they simply buy the axle and bolt it to the trailer. It's already built as a unit. The brakes, the drums, it's all together. Perhaps Waltron chooses the tires and the rims, but the axles come built from the factory where they're made as a unit. That's the brakes, the axles, the bearing packing, hubs, drums, all of that, right? Well, the brakes are getting too tight and they're staying too tight and they're getting a little hotter than they should. And I keep thinking maybe Tim's just getting hard on the brakes, but no, not really. Number one, it isn't really that heavy. And number two, he really isn't stopping all that hard. I'm right behind him, I would know, right? I was saying with my trailer. My trailer's got 24? Yeah, 24 brake chambers. And he's got 30/30s. I think it's too much brake chamber. But Bryce also told me that they have other trailers with the same size tire that are running 30/30 chambers. So I don't know if there's something wrong with the geometry between the slack adjuster and the way the slack the slack adjuster self-adjuster piece. You know, that piece that some self-adjusting slacks have an oval hole on it that kind of goes with the arch, and you change the position of that. That might just be positioned wrong. I'm not really sure exactly, but The brakes are getting too hot, but that's the answer for a trailer. It is an awesome trailer. It's just something ain't quite right with the brakes. Oh yeah, I forgot, guys. How many? I can't find how many people are on here. 35 likes on here, guys. Seriously? Come on, you guys do better than that. You get them likes going. Got 425 people watching. Only 35 of you like this thing. Come on, you're killing me. See here. Weather fought you the whole way. The weather just didn't fight me. It fought Tim the whole damn way. Because the weather shut him down in Pennsylvania, and that made him pull all the permits. RTC Bandit says, yeah, Bruce Wilson had issues with brakes on his old trailer. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know whatever happened to that. With that trailer, what the problem was with it. I thought it was a relay / ABS valve personally, but that trailer was, as soon as you touch the brake, they'd lock up on him unless he was loaded. So the brakes were way too strong. I guess it's possibly similar, but I doubt it because when Tim running empty, he's not stepping on a brake nearly as hard when it's empty, and it didn't get hot at all when the trailer was empty. So I don't really know.
It says 334.
Oh, it shows 35 on here, but okay. Thanks for clarifying. Everyone else is clarifying on me under. All right, well, cool. You see right there, it says 35, but if I bring the screen down just a touch lower, but then I won't be able to read it. Yikes, let's wait. I don't have the mouse on here, so it doesn't give me much of a... Oh, hang on, let me see if I hard click on it. It doesn't show the likes, though, on the computer. Okay, thanks, guys. I mean, I can't see all the messages. All right, here we go. Okay, there we go. That should be good enough. Yeah, there we go. That's right. See, I'm liking you better there, Christine Fortner. If now she's a subscriber, which you should be, if she is, she would be the 6th female subscriber I have. There you are. Let's see here. Someone mentioned Victory Outdoor Services on your live to meet Jim Gentry. Concrete guy from Milwaukee, Brookfield area, cool. His name's Ryan. I've heard about him. I don't know, maybe Tim mentioned him or something the other day. I'm trying to remember. I remember hearing the name. I got to check that out. Victory Outdoor Services. Steve, I think you should become a work-for-hire escort driver for Superloads. You did a great job. It's David Bremen. Actually, let's put it like this. So, some of you know, some of you don't. So when you got big loads, you need a car to run the escort. So you got a point car and a tail car. The one in the front is basically clearing the path. The one in the back is keeping lanes clear when you need the lanes to be cleared so you can maneuver with a big wide load. The idea is you're protecting the public from the load. You're also protecting the load from the public, basically. A lot of people do them in really teeny-weeny little cars, but then they get eat up in hotels. Or you get something big you can crash out in, but the fuel economy stinks. And to be honest, for the most part, I don't see many of these guys really making good money with these escort cars because they're just, I just see a lot of them out there with some dumpy-ass cars. But some of them are doing real good with some good cars. So there's a difference. I guess it's just like trucking and being an owner-operator. Some guys do really well. Other guys don't do good at all, and it becomes a problem. So, but I'm seriously considering... And that's why I want to keep doing this stuff with Tim in the future to get my own training in it, like on-the-job training by actually doing it. Considering doing it more often and even possibly in the future making a purchase and buying an automobile to do this specifically. Like, I would say I train a guy and put him in there, or even maybe something Jen can do, because she probably would enjoy some of this madness that I had to do. I don't know, but just hire somebody to put out there. But I'm seriously considering. So I guess I'll ask you, what kind of vehicle do you think would make a perfect? That's funny. Boom Holler says one thing. Ben Wilkinson says the exact opposite. I'm like, wow. Okay, you two fight amongst each. Well, the camera's away. You two fight amongst each other. I'll just keep talking. So, good escorts aren't cheap. Cheap escorts aren't any good. Ram at 5100. We agree. So does Tim. Trust me on that. So I'm seriously considering buying an automobile specifically to do escort service with, but what would be the perfect vehicle? I literally make the joke, the Ram would be perfect. Just put a Lance camper in it. It'd be the biggest escort car you ever saw. But then Bryce brings up, you lose the ability to look out the windows and see. So it's kind of like, what would be a good? I believe it or not, my idea. You ready for this, babe? It's got to be big. That way the little the little wannabe men with the college girl cars like the Chevy Cobalt don't try to shove you around and think they're gonna get something done. So, but that's the thing. I mean, a lot of people were trying to shove me around, and it was just, dude. Number one, I'm from New Jersey. Okay, nothing about traffic scares me. Okay, I was born in like the worst traffic environment known to man, New Jersey, by a mother that was born and raised and learned how to drive in Brooklyn. Okay, so it comes to driving. Good luck scaring me. You're not going to get it done. I'll scare you first. Trust me. I literally have had it happen where somebody's tailed me, and next thing you know, the prey, the predator becomes the prey. It happens. But long story short, my thought was, believe it or not, a old school station wagon. That way you could lay out in the back. You could, as long as it's not too hot or too cold, you could put a little heater in there. You could sleep in the damn thing and not deal with the hotels. However, big 51, how heavy will station wagons? They're probably about 4,000 pounds. 4,000 pounds of car, gets crappy fuel economy. But, it is what it is, right? You want a good escort, or you want to, just window, get your Mercedes. Jen would never, I wouldn't even think of it. Jen wouldn't allow it. Besides, I hurt her car the other week anyway.
No.
And pavement, I mentioned that. The Sprinter vans and convert it to like a small camper conversion. It'll suck down the fuel, but you'll save on hotels. So that's kind of an idea. So, yeah, that's as lame as it sounds. Bryce also mentioned a minivan. That I will never do it with a minivan because I swore I swore I would never, ever, 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 to the nth power, ever buy a minivan. Ever. Okay? That's my opinion. So you want to buy a minivan? Have at it. I won't do it. Even Jen is like, smart car. I got a go-kart at the shop. We can get a big engine. We can get a 5-horse Briggs & Stratton. Put it on Matt's old go-kart.
Yeah.
There you go. Smart car. Ram at 5100s. That's what I use. Lots of lights and a traffic arrow. Do you run pilot car there, Ram at 5100? Curious. You can get them pre-converted. Yeah, I'm trying to like do something that I would. That's an idea. Sniper sight, double lot. Old ambulance like the Ghostbusters. Yes! I'll rent Ecto 1. How about an old hearse? Yo, these are badass ideas, baby.
Yeah.
Ecto 1 was in those days, that 59 Cadillac, the original Ecto 1, not that crappy one, but the original Ecto 1 was, that was an ambulance / hearse platform. Those were made by Miller. Those are Cadillacs converted by Miller, which still makes hearses to this day. I almost bought a 1947 Cadillac Miller hearse. That's how I learned about Miller. There were conversions from Cadillacs. But yeah, hearse isn't a bad idea. Escort vehicles need to be minimum 100-inch wheelbase, babe, according to Paul Wasser. Damn, the go-kart's out. Okay. Don't knock those because I won't buy a minivan, okay? Who said that? Rob Peters. When you go to Costco and end up buying a big TV, everyone wants to be your friend instead of a little Honda. I get a 3500 Ram. We don't have a problem moving a big TV. We can move the vehicle that moves the big TV. So, yeah, I just know minivans, that's like the typical soccer mom, the typical guy where he's like, he gets married, he's like, we gotta get something practical. No, you don't. If you have a brand new baby, how long do you put the brand new baby in the back seat before it's not old enough to just strap itself into its car seat? What, a year? 2? Like a 2-year-old, you could just tell it get in the back seat and strap in. Mm-hmm. I did. So you gotta get a you gotta give your wife your gonads to hold in her purse so you could have the minivan. No. Not have so minivan. Listen, I'm not the only one. Jen don't want nothing to do with a minivan either. Okay,
No.
you know, it's not the nicest Mercedes on planet Earth. It's a C class, but it's still a Mercedes. That's her car, and I got the big Dodge. So
Damn nice to me.
What's that?
Looks pretty damn nice to me. I admire it.
Exactly. So no Ram 2500 with a sleeper box. Someone said. I guess it's possible. I mean, you could get a sleeper box for. The thing was, I'd have to take the back window out to be able to get in that sleeper box, or even just insulate like a camper back. But that truck's a bit big to always to do. If you bought, I'm talking about a vehicle I would buy exclusively to run as a pilot car. I like the hearse idea though.
Yeah.
That's a badass idea because it's basically already set up. You know?
Yeah.
It's already done. Look up Speed Tech lights and what kind of amber lights from beacon size to full emergency light bars. Yeah, I honestly, I'll probably just go to truck equipment and just see what they got. Thing is how to mount it. Either suction cups or magnets. The roof on that truck is steel. But I don't like the of constantly taking on and off. You want to scratch the paint. But I don't want to have a permanently mounted bar on there either. But I got to figure it out. I don't know how often we're going to do this with this truck, but often enough. IH guys just go wheel and light, Steve, for warning lights, best on the market. I've seen wheel and lights. They are badass lights. Just a matter of getting something that I can put on the Hemi Dooley that'll work. I don't know. I was thinking about something. I really don't want to put a plow on that Chevy Astro conversion van with a back seat that lays down into a bed. Dave Moss says that. Chevy Astro is technically a minivan in my world, but it is a full-framed, full-body van, so it's like a smaller version of a full-size van. Chevy Astro would be the only small, I wouldn't call it minivan. It's a smaller van than the full-size vans, but yeah, Chevy Astro would be kind of cool. They're a bear to work on, though. No fun. Dodge Magnum, Hemi power and room to sleep. Yes, possible, but I don't really think they're big enough for a good tail car. Because I'm telling you, man, I had coal buckets. I thought were gonna ram me off the road. One in particular. You wait till my video comes out. This one guy in particular, I swear to God, he was trying to get me in the, like literally. I mean, it got where I was in the truck. I literally just dropped the CB mic and just grabbed on a wheel waiting for impact because I thought this guy was gonna take me out. But yeah, I dealt with so much road rage with there. I don't know if a Dodge Magnum would be big enough or even high profile enough to where it's big. And I don't know. I just think the bigger vehicle is the better way to go in some manner, way, shape, or form. How about a Cadillac Escalade? Thought of it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the Escalade only because the Tahoe is the same truck, just minus all the, not all of it. Tahoe's still a nice truck. But it's Escalade just is more bullcrap bolted onto a Chevy Tahoe with a Cadillac emblem. But it's a Chevy truck with Cadillac emblems with some more wood trim. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Escalade for that. I wish that Cadillac had just built a separate platform and called it Escalade, but that was GM's way. Caddies are not crap. You just got to get the right caddy there, Paul Stinklenski, I think it is. Sorry if I butchered the name. No, I love Cadillac. I just don't like Escalade. I own 3 of them over the course of years. I still own 2. I do have 2 Cadillacs. None of them run. Well, the white one runs, just knocks. I got to do the engine in that thing. Constar 261 got the ultimate answer. Why not use your Lolo in the shop?
Lolo.
Cricket caper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea. Boom! I love that idea. Oh man, I forgot to text that to Tim Gentry. The thing with that meme with the Jeep. Where's my phone? I gotta show that. Oh, I'm on my phone. I sent it to you. The picture with the Jeeps. I sent it to you fairly recently in Messenger. It's 2 Jeeps and a 6'4". I have a bunch of pilot car gear, stop, slow signs, cones, Also, banners, triangles, all collecting dolls. Paul Wasser says that. What happened? Why'd you get out of it, Paul? Or you just move on to something better? Full-size Dodge Ram van, bed in the back and room, plenty for parts, supplies, support people. That might be a good idea. Can't go wrong with a Crown Vic. No, Crown. No. I know a guy that knows a guy that's got a lot of Crown Vics. My employer uses Silverado 2500s with caps on the back. They work well. We also have 2 support units for our big trailers. Great choice, Crown Vic for full size. Yeah, plus they kind of look like an old cop car. I won't scare nobody because everybody knows they're not a police car. Yep, that's it. Yes, I just got to show you this meme. It's funny as hell. It's a screen.
Yeah, it won't just pop on the picture.
Oh.
Unless you'll
Here you go.
it.
I got to show this like here. When you're a little different, but the homies don't mind. That actually looks like my car. It's the same color. You get a guy, the guys with the big lift bars with the Jeep. They'll put one wheel up on the other, and then the 6.4 comes up with the 3-wheel motion, puts its little wheel on the big one. I sent that to Sean. That's the screen. That's why I sent you the screenshot, because I sent it to Matthew and I sent it to Sean, and Matthew said, "That's you and Sean." Mm-hmm. So yeah, they agree with that. So yeah. Well, yeah, hell yeah, Larry Milwowski. He noticed my picture of the Goodfellas cast. Yeah, so Goodfellas there. I got all the mobsters in the middle, and then Sopranos on the other side of the bar, and then the Godfather. So yeah, that's what you have to have over your bar, of course. I mean, hello, it is what it is. Get a murdered out Ford Explorer with thin steely so they think you're a cop. Yeah, I tell you what though, I don't know about the back seat area. I don't know if it's big enough to lay down and get some sleep in, but yeah, I bet I could at an auction buy an old Ford Explorer cop car, like what used to be an actual old cop car. It's already a good platform for it. It's big enough. Not really that big, but big enough. Maybe I should look into like old auctions for old police vehicles. That'd be a badass idea, because I don't think they're a lot of money. By the time the townships are done with them, they beat the crap. But I like the hearse idea better. But that other guy had it good. Use my Impala. Oh man, that'd be crazy. Funny. That Impala don't run fast enough to keep up with Tim though. Tim, that truck puts the hammer down. Trust me, that thing puts the hammer down. Edmund Bouchard says he has an '86 Chevy Caprice 2-door for sale. How much? 86. That's the box Chevy 2-door. Does it have the 3-piece back glass or the 1-piece flat back glass? My aunt had one back in the day. Aunt Anna. That was funny. Paul Wasser, leave FSC trucking. Rude you're being. Was he talking like Yoda there? Well, listen, you get comments, you get people, haters, whatever. Just grab used ambulance from that Cannonball movie, Rob Peters says. Local auction place has police Tahoes all the time. I'm like I said, I'm seriously giving that a thought. If I don't do it with Tim, I could do it with anybody else, just put it out there. I got a lot of stuff to look into with that. Someone's, I don't know, messaging me or emailing me or whatever. I'll get to it. Did you get a chance to drive Rooster once the boat was delivered? Nah, man. Once Rooster was delivered, Timmy had to get the hammer down and get back to Tennessee with a quick stop off in a place in Illinois. Oh, we got who's trolling there, helping out feeding. Got a troll on it here. Well, Paul, I didn't know he was trolling. I didn't see him breaking my stones. Maybe he was. I don't know. We did an armed private security podcast service still coming. I don't. Where's he trolling, guys? I ain't seeing it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I ain't seeing it. The auction Bobby and Dominique go to always has plenty of old cop cars. Well, that's honestly, I'd rather get one from out there because they're not killed by the road salt out there. It might not be a bad idea. There you go, babe. I'll go out there help Dominique and Bobby get BD1 put back together, and I'll come back with a couple used cop cars.
There you go.
I like that, huh? Yeah, Jen's over here counting the money. She's like, yeah, I don't know if we can do all of that with all one trip. It's been a while since I've driven for a while. Old DOT State Trooper Expedition. Yeah, there you go. Ford Expedition. I'll make Bryce happy. Maybe I'll find one with a diesel. Bryce will be happy. Oh, them Gentry boys, they bust my chops all the time about my Hemi dually. They bust my chops about that regular, but it's all good. I get it. But yeah, I go my own way. That's just how I do things. See if I sent you 2 pics of my Ram Pilot car. Check them out. Oh, it's Ram. I'm using my phone to. Would you email them to me? I'll probably check them out quick on the phone, but I'll lose the thing here. Not my phone, my computer. Hey, baby.
Yeah.
Can you get me my black charging cord from my Tupperware at my computer? It's the power brick and the cord. I just want to plug in. I'm hoping you emailed it to me, Ramit, so I can find it here on my email. No. You must send them on something else then. Okay. No biggie. I'll look later. Ramit 5100, your block leaf. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. They're not trolling. You are.
Stuff. This?
What? Yeah, it's a power brick
Right.
and the charge cord. Hang on, I gotta send someone to the
This.
depths of YouTube. Hang on, baby.
I think this is wrong.
There you go. Blammo. You're out of here. That clown's out of here. All right, yeah. Now I'm on a computer, so now troll out. Because now you can troll out, and I can get rid of your ass. So keep trolling. I'll send you to YouTube's depths of nowhere. Yeah, plug this in. Yeah, so I think this plugs into there. That plugs in the wall. I might be able to flick it behind the bar. Is there a plug behind the bar?
There is, but I think it's.
I'll flick it behind. Stand by, guys. Let me show.
This end.
Yeah, so I'll flick the cord that way. This bar is actually meant where it's against the wall. You're supposed to sit on that side, serve on this side, but we have a small apartment, so. Perfect. All right, good throw. All right, so I can plug the laptop in. It's an older laptop and the battery don't last long. Come on. I think I can see. Let's say something else, but I'm not gonna. All right, there we are. So yeah. Oh, whoever was saying everyone else was trolling, that was the troll. Because you got called out as a troll there, Ramit 5100. So yeah, you're not the troll. That other clown was. So that clown's out of here. Blocked his ass. How about an 07 Expedition with a 7.3 diesel? Bobby Hernandez, that might be a good idea. I should look into that possibly. So yeah, it's something to consider. Paul Wasser, my boss, died escorting a load for me when I was home meeting my newborn daughter, September of 2020. That's gotta suck. I can see how it happens. Yeah, I mean, you're out there, you know, whether you're a pilot, you're the lead or the tail, you know, I mean, I think the tail catches all the flack for the road rage, especially if you got a real big load. But yeah, he said that's why he stopped. Okay, I get it. I'm not going to get into it deep with you there, Paul, on that. I just think that maybe you should reconsider stopping because somebody passed. I'm not going to get into details, but when we went to Glamis, if we stopped dooning because somebody passed, we wouldn't have had our first day. Okay, we literally assisted in dealing with somebody that passed away on the first day we were there. The second day, everyone was a little freaked out. By the third day, he got over it. And everybody that knew the guy that passed out there, they were like, man, you know, hope you guys don't get frightened away from this. He would never want that to happen. So, no, we press on. So, I'm just saying, I don't like the idea of stopping because something happened to somebody. But some people are different. You know, some people have a different thing. But yeah, he had a massive heart attack at a hotel overnight. Oh well, that's just. I mean, I could have a grabber right here, right now. We can stop watching YouTube because I had something happen to me. Come on, man. You gotta. It's a lifestyle away from home, which sucks. That's the biggest problem of all. So it is what it is. Yeah, be careful. Let's see. He's still using this. No, I'm at the home internet. The fastest internet I got is here at home. I'm at the house, so there ain't no. The Starlink is not here. I use it to shop when I do the big lives. It seems to work pretty good. Ram 5100 says, here's the thing. You need a vehicle that can go all the way to destination with the loads, regardless of weather, roads, etc. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I'm kicking around all this stuff. And you can put the best vehicle on the crappiest driver, and you're gonna have substandard results. Consequently, you can put a really good driver in a substandard piece of equipment, and you're still gonna have the problem. All right, we're sending that one. That one's gone too. Yep, we're done with you.
Halloween time?
Yep.
Yeah.
Someone's just rapid trolling.
I know, what the hell?
Yeah, Boomhauser, I just... Hey, you gotta break eggs and make omelets. You're gonna have a troll. Hey, I literally celebrated my very first troll. Remember that, babe?
Yeah, kinda.
He used the name John Dillinger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was busting my chops about something. And I replied to him defending what I did, or why the video I made. And I go, what am I talking to you for? You died in 1933. Yeah, so whatever. They're YouTube bots mostly. I don't know. Just Jesse and Jesse James said it's a husband and wife deal. He said, "Hey Jen, what's for supper tonight?" Wingies.
Chicken wings.
Chicken wings. We are like little children over here with the way we talk about stuff, right? You know.
Wingies.
Should we even get into that? The wingies.
I don't know.
Groggy with the chicky nuggies.
The baby.
Yeah, here, look here. Let him sit prominently right here. Here, boom, right there.
You just sit him down.
Movie star. Huh?
You just sit him down.
He's happy right there. Oh, yeah, he's happy right there. Straighten his ears so it looks better. See?
I'm just wondering if I should.
Oh, he's slipping over.
That's why I said sit him down.
He doesn't sit very well.
Yes, he does.
All right there. No, see, he slouches then. All right, Mommy will fix him. Oh, we are very laggy here. Let's see here. Paul Wasser says, I really love to take our gold silver wings out for a ride sometimes when weather gets warm. Yeah, to be... There's another one right there.
Another troll?
Another one. Yeah, it's somebody with multiple accounts is what it is. So I just blocked a bunch of crap. Could the V10 Ram be used as an escort for the big Ram you're working on? Matt would be pissed if I started doing escort service with Mr. Beefy.
Oh, he'd cry probably. Literally, he would cry.
No doubt about it. Oh man, he would be all upset. I got to get the engine done on that for him too. He's got to come up with the money for that engine though. I'll give him the free labor, but I ain't gonna give him all the parts. He's gotta start paying for some crap. Some cheap motorcycles being sold at Meacham, Las Vegas auction right now. Ram at 5100 says Ram 5100 4x4 crew cab, 6-foot box. Auto 4-wheel drive, back rack, traffic arrow. Dude, you had me until 6-foot box, dude. I guess if it's exclusively an escort car, it wouldn't be that bad, but man, I don't do that 6-foot box thing very well. But yeah, that's not a. I even thought, honestly, truth be told, I even thought about like if you used exclusively a pickup truck, you could get even Bryce was thinking about like the small 3.0 Eco Diesel, like the Duramax, the new one they got. Or they all always just think diesel. I just think the diesel's too expensive. I'd rather buy gasoline and I don't have to deal with all the problems. Plus, I know people that had the Ram 1500 Eco Diesels And I knew a guy had a brand new truck and it ruined their vacation because the engine puked on them. So the emissions on these diesels are so tight that I think it kills the emissions kills the engine. So that's another big reason I want to stay away from the diesel. So what is this, a game with these people? Wow. This guy must have a lot of troll accounts, because I just had to ban a whole other pile of them. Yeah, so I see him, I get him. I'm on a computer, so troll out, I'll get you down. That way you can never do it again. You got to keep making fake accounts. How boring must your life be? RV would be a great escort vehicle. I made the joke, put a Lance camper in the dually, let's go. So yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know, kicking the idea around, like I said. You need something to sleep in if you get stuck at a way station for extended time like you did. We weren't in there for an extended time. We were in there for a time, but I wouldn't call that extended. Diesel can have a green APU for heat and power. At that point, you got a semi-truck. Well, they said they had 10 accounts. Good, I'll ban all 10 of them there, Tex W. Hell, make an 11th, I'll ban that one too. What year is Orwell? Orwell is in 1984, hence the name Orwell. From the book 1984, written by George Orwell. Hemi is a great engine for high mileage operations. You know what? I put 50,000 miles on my other Hemi in like a year and a half, and most of it towing. And that engine, I traded that truck in. That thing was as strong as the day it was traded. I'll be honest with you. If I could have pulled it off financially, I would have kept it. I would have kept the 2500 and still bought this one. No doubt about it. And blammo, there went another. Slept in a Hyundai Tucson comfortably as a 6-foot guy. Yeah, but I won't buy a Hyundai. I gotta have stuff the big three. I've considered even like Toyota Tacoma. The guy that finished this up today, he had a Toyota Tacoma. Not a bad truck. I'm not a foreign car fan. I get it. Listen, my Ram was built in Mexico, like old Mexico, okay? I get it, but I'm not buying a Hyundai. It's not doing it. If you have if you like them, great. I mean, God bless you. It's just, it's not for me. That's what I want to do. This Ram Grady L. Evans for a W4 GLE is this one's a 22. The one before it was a 21 that I traded for the 22. So the Hemi Dually's a 22. And I got it late in 22. So I've had it for a little over a year now. See here, love your channel. Watch every time that you put out a video. Love that you use an old COE, a cab over engine. Yeah, absolutely. It's a good truck. Orwell's always been a good truck since I got him. Old trucks give you some troubles every now and again. So let's see here. Oh, that looks familiar. Let's see. Lamborghini Urus to get there. Not for nothing. Bruce just bought a damn Lambo. So I made a joke. He should do escort service with that. Oh, watch, he'll do it now. Let him be the tail car. He better if he did that. You better wrap that car if you do, because if you do, it's going to get beat to piss with all the rocks and crap that comes off the shoulder when the trucks are in the shoulder getting around stuff or whatever. So yeah, that's a thing. Mercedes is a foreign car. Yeah, you got me on that one, Ben Wilkinson. But modern Cadillac sucks. Yeah. Like the modern Caddies, they don't even make big engines anymore. So you have to go with a foreign car. Okay, so with the luxury cars, listen, I like my Audis, like my Mercedes, BMW I think makes a nice car. I've never driven one before, but I know guys that own them and they love them to death. So yeah, but a Hyundai, no. Well, I wouldn't go buy a Chevy. I don't like GM either. I'm limited, I guess. You need to stop doing YouTube. Oh, this guy again. Again? Is that a threat? I will find you. And good luck. What are you going to do? You're going to make a bad comment on my channel? Oh no, whatever shall I do? find me. Oh no, somebody made a bad comment on YouTube. Oh no. I can't even make that squeaky noise, You know, like the little one. And trolls. I'll sit Groggy on that troll. Groggy will stomp him into nothing. Get an old school Toyota Land Cruiser Troop Carrier. Somebody else said Hummer, like H1 Hummer. That'd be funny. No, the leading for real actual contentions that I would actually seriously consider building, more of a joke, but also to do just to be cool, is a hearse, a station wagon, a hearse. The Impala would be funny, but with the little mini 13s, 100 spokes, it would have a hard time keeping up. But that would be kind of funny to see. But no, for real, a hearse would do. A police car, a former police car, that would be a badass one.
The mystery machine?
No.
Okay.
First of all, I don't like copying what other people do, right? So it's like I wouldn't copy the mystery machine. Number one, I could care less. I'm not. Sean used to be a big Scooby-Doo fan. I didn't really like Scooby-Doo when I was a kid. It was just kind of whatever, But it was kind of old for my time, so I'm not really into that. I don't know if Cletus still runs the mystery machine that he had for the burnouts and stuff. So I was kind of biting on him for that, but. I don't know. I want to do 70 Dodge Monaco. There we go. The 74 was a Blues Brothers car. That's a hard car to find, a 74 Monaco. That'd be hard to find. There you go. Find someone with a Bluesmobile. Set that up as a... That'd be badass, though. Like, is 70 Monaco or any old, like, cop cars. Like, remember, like, the Dukes of Hazzard? Remember all the Hazard County big cars, babe?
Mm-hmm.
How cool would that be?
Pretty cool.
That would be badass. Yeah, blammo. That fool's homeless. Of course, he's using a hot chick's picture on that one. You should try one of James Pretty's trucks and put it to work. Yeah, but that becomes a legality thing because he owns a truck and I'd have to make money with the truck. And think about it, if I use James Pretty's truck, whose comment was that? It's a good idea, but Michael Love. That'd be a cool idea, except that I'd have to make money with it. James would have to make money with his truck. How would James Pretty benefit from me using one of his trucks on the road? That really won't help out, right? So it would help me. It wouldn't help him. So I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. How about Knight Rider car as a pilot car?
See, I already thought of that one too.
You know what? There's a YouTuber, Knight Rider Historians. He owns one or two. I know he's got one of them. A screen used kit. A Trans Am. Mm-hmm. Done up exactly. One from the TV show. I forget what's it. Matter of fact, he's restoring the GMC truck that was pulling it, and they found the trailer. They have the actual Foundation for Law and Government Knight Rider trailer, the actual trailer that was used in all of the shows. Mm-hmm. So he has that trailer too. It's bad. So I did email the guy one time. I talked to him about some stuff, but I guess it's possible, but I wouldn't never use a car that valuable for a pilot car. That'd be crazy. Scott Reed says Steve and Tim are gonna do this. They're always saying they're gonna do this and gonna do that, but never complete crap. Hey, it's Mr. Gonna Do. Oh, it's another. Oh no. What's
Mr. Gonna block you now?
Nah, I don't. I probably won't block him. Because he's just hating like normal haters. But, oh no. Who said that anyway? Oh, that's Scott Reed. Scott Reed. Okay. Well, what have you done, Scott Reed?
Let's sit on the
Where's your YouTube channel? Where's your brand new Waltron boat trailer with a multi-million-dollar boat on it? And your truck that you redid or restored, or where's the old school Ray that you dragged out of the weeds and made run again?
Just a dream.
Where's yours? Just a dream. That's right, Jen. Just a dream. Gotta go Bible study, Steve and Jen. Have a great night. God bless you both. All right, Ram at 5100. Have a great night. Appreciate that.
Matt Farber says
Starsky and Hutch. Yeah, there you go. There you go. 76 Gran Torino.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How about an Oldsmobile Vista Cruiser wagon? Let's say the old school station wagons. That would function quite well, actually.
That's what I was gonna say. The Brady Bunch car. They had a.
They all kind of look the same between Oldsmobile, Pontiac. They're all that GM. Ford had the Crown Vics or LTDs. It might have been both over the years, but I forget what they called the station wagon. But yeah, I really have to understand that there are a lot of haters out there and don't have anything else to do but spend it. Oh, I know. I bust their chops. 72 Dodge Charger. There you go. Oldsmobile, best of them all. So Country Squire. That's what Ford called it. The Country Squire. What was I'm trying to remember. Remember the second Lethal Weapon 2, Murtaugh station wagon.
Okay.
There you go. I gotta get Murtaugh station wagon. Ford had the Country Squire. Paul Stilinski or something close to that. Sorry, I got a hard name too. He says he has one. A Pinto. No, that's okay. Get the station wagon from National Lampoon's Vacation.
Okay.
It would help if I saw that movie. I actually never saw that. I really wasn't into too many of those comedy movies. Let's see here. The Vacation movie station wagon.
Steven never saw that.
I never saw that either. Demolition Derby car like on Steelyard Blues. Didn't see that either. 57 Nomad with a big block. Okay, we have to be able to afford to drive it. But it would be cool to see. Hey, if the YouTube views are good, I'll do anything. Hey, Steve, ever had a Tundra? What's your opinion on the Tundra? It's made by Toyota, not a fan. But guys love them. It's a Toyota. I don't want nothing to do with Toyotas. Or Lexus, for that matter. What about a 69 Charger? Okay, it's got to be affordable, brother. It's the 71, 72. That body style of Charger was the 68 through 70 or 71. I think 71. They're hard to... Those are very expensive to have now. I mean, those cars are silly expensive. Yeah, I agree with you there. It's the Constanza. It's a A-Team van. There you go. Now to see somebody that legit looks and is built like B.A. Baracus to drive it for me. Could you imagine if I used that's a GMC van. Mm-hmm. If I got a GMC van, done it up like the A-Team van, and somebody that legitimately looked like B.A. Baracus wanted to drive it,
yeah.
How freaking funny would that be? That'd be awesome. I would break the internet with that. I'd literally have to go buy a bunch of gold chains. Huh?
50 cents. No.
25. He ain't big, though. He's not big.
50. 25 cents.
25 cents. He would try. I guarantee you, if I did it, he would at least take pictures with it. I just couldn't afford the gold.
Right.
How about a trade from a Smokey and a Bandit? I don't know. I know a guy that kind of sort of has a car like that, but I don't know. Some of these cars are hard to get. See, I'm trying to be realistic, see, now we got, someone says, Matthew Fields, how about the Elvis Presley pink Cadillac? I have a 55 62 series 4-door. That would be a cool-ass Escort car. I don't know about its reliability, but that would be cool. Oh, that'd be cool. We get some of these cars done to start using them as pilot cars.
That'd be funny. Take a different one each time.
Yeah, every time Tim needs a pilot car, one time we'll show up in a 64 Impala lowrider. Can you imagine you roll up at a stoplight and your Escort car starts doing like 3-wheel motion? That would be so cool. What about the BJ and a Bear cab over? Why not just use the BJ and a Bear cab over to pull the trailer? There you go. A black Buick Grand National. Again, I know a guy with one and you wouldn't use a really nice car for a pilot car because it's a little damaging on the car, especially the tail. The guy in the tail takes all the stones and chips right in and nothing you can do, but it's like driving a bomber through flak. You just got to grin and bear it, hope nothing breaks. Oh, yeah, that'd be funny. How we doing on the likes? I can't see the likes. How we doing on the likes, everybody? If you ain't hit the pilot... You know, I feel bad. I was wanting to talk about the trip with Tim, and I started talking about what would be a badass pilot car. Although that's probably still funny, though.
505.
Christine Fortner just sent me a listing on Messenger. Okay, so someone's got an idea for a pilot car. Escort vehicle. There you go. I'll have to look at that later because I'm using my phone to film and I'm on here. I don't know if my Facebook would sign in on this.
505 likes.
505. All right, cool. We probably got more. All right, we got more likes than we got people watching. That's probably a good thing. Well, a lot of people drop off. So yeah, but yeah, back to the whole thing with Tim's trip. It was an epic trip. It was, like I said, he picked it up. Didn't have too much trouble with it getting to Pennsylvania. Then they pulled his permit, shut him down, out to wait the bad weather out, and then the bad weather came through. He came back to the truck and then had problems getting hitched up because of all the snow, and then got down the road. It was another delay from a wreck and a fire. That basically killed the entire day. And then the next day he wound up in behind Hubbard Scale for a little while, and then was it that day? Yeah, later that day. No, not that day. And then the next day, it was just weather. The weather was terrible the entire time. And then the next day, Rooster decided to give us a hiccup, which Hemi power, baby. That's all I could tell you. A little bite on James Pumphrey there. Sorry, had to do it though. But yeah, we had to Hemi power, get Rooster going again because Rooster decided to throw a little fit, and then got going again. And it was weather, nonstop problems. Then we wound up. What do you do when you got a road that's only 30 feet wide and you got 35 feet worth of wide loads coming at each other head on? What do you do there? We had that happen. We found out that our lead car is superior than mobile home toting lead cars because, you see, the purpose of a lead car is to warn the truck of what's coming. But when you're 22 feet in front of the truck, you're not warning crap. So I think a lot of those cars are doing that just for the window dressing of it. There was that aspect of it. And then Illinois is always fun. Indiana toll road drama. Imagine that. There's drama on the Indiana toll road with wide loads. And then more bad weather. And in Wisconsin, more bad weather. And an epic unload. So I can't wait. That was honestly the reason. Yeah, Hemi Dooley, Paul Wasser. Just alwaest called it the Hemi Dooley. It's just kind of what it turned. I started nicknaming it like Beastly and crap like that. Originally, we started calling it Beefiest.
Beefier.
No, Beefier was the first one. Beefiest is this one.
It just doesn't seem right to have
No, it don't seem right. So I just started calling it Hemi Dooley because it is the ultra rare Hemi Dooley because I ordered it specifically with the Eric Kaminsky. We were talking about that. Somebody brought up Ecto 1, the Ghostbusters 59 Cadillac. And then someone threw out the idea of the hearse. And I'm like, don't laugh. That's not a bad idea. Because you can get them for cheap. And the back is already set up. Just minus the coffin, you're good to go. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. But, yeah, no, the hearse is a dead. I am seriously considering hearse, station wagon, or police auction vehicle. Like, you're not gonna get. I don't think you're gonna find your Crown Vickies anymore, but like your Fords or your Tahoes, stuff like that. Like the old Wisconsin State Patrol car. Those are like explorers, and the Tahoes. That ain't a bad idea. But I like the hearse idea better, to be honest. People didn't die in a car; they just were transported after. At that point, it's just freight. Yeah, you should consider teaming up with James one of his trucks and start. Yeah, we talked about that, Michael Love. Again, the problem is I considered it. It's just, I mentioned earlier, James gets nothing out of that. I wear out his trucks. I make the money. He gets nothing. That's stupid. It wouldn't work out good. So, got to figure out a way to get James Pretty to be able to utilize his trucks. That'd be ultimate for him, not for me. But yeah, that's for sure an idea. I just wish we could come up with it. Ford Explorer, former police Explorer, a good engine. Yeah, that's, again, I'm seriously considering it. But I think a hearse or station wagon would do good for views. For practicality of it, a former police car probably would be more practical than anything else, to be honest. Yeah, that would work good with Tim Gentry. Trust me on that there, Matthew Fields. Your 2015 Explorer, that would work. Excuse me. Robert Bort. I'm assuming Borchert, Borchert, but it kind of sounds like it should be pronounced some other way. Says, thank you for helping Tim Gentry. I found your channel when you went to his shop. I immediately subscribed to your YouTube channel. I'm enjoying your content ever since. Thanks again. Yeah, that's why we do stuff like this. We try to cross-pollinate the channels. That way Tim's channel comes with me and my guys go with him. And we have a lot of similarity. Ooh, there's our number 5 female subscriber. Nikki Bella says hi. You, of course, would be the first female subscriber.
Absolutely.
Actually, I think you are the first subscriber. You want me to cut the wingies for you? If you film me, I'll do it for you. Just turn the camera off. Yeah, why not? Let's do something different here. Let's be sitting at the bar drinking coffee. Let's do that. All right. So now it'll be FSC Cooking Channel. Why not? We're on for an hour 35. So here you can hold like that. If you want, you can read comments too.
I can't really see the comments.
It is hard to read in that mode. YouTube changed it, so it's very hard to read in that mode. Plus, I'm backlit bad too. Mine is it is what it is. So
Somebody said, "Hey, let's have Jen and Steve cooking show."
I'm gonna need a plate.
Jesse and Jesse.
You want me to use this plate or a different one?
A different one. There was something in there.
All right. Those go there. See, yeah, Jen always wants me to cut the wings for her.
Well, I was just gonna try to cut them myself because you were busy.
For whatever reason, I'm always better with finding the joint. Although the tip usually, these pieces usually throw me for a little bit.
Jen's cooking show.
Jen's cooking show, that's right. So I want you to tell them how you make, say sometimes it gets me. Why don't you tell them how you make the wings? So you know what, because I love when you make them this way.
Oh, I just bake them in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour, like on low. Then I take them out, put the sauce on them, and sometimes I put them back in the oven. Or we just eat them. And I make them with celery and some Steve don't like blue cheese dressing. I do. He'll have his with ranch. He likes garlic parmesan. I'm always switching up my flavor.
And what do I always say the celery is good for?
Scooping up dressing.
Exactly. I don't like celery by itself, but celery is a perfect edible spoon for the ranch dressing.
Oh, of course. We don't need utensils tonight.
Yeah, because I don't like. I'm not a fan of celery all by itself.
And I just make this once in a while. This is just quick to make.
More often recently.
Well, that's true. But you left. We were supposed to have them last Sunday.
Well, the problem is when the kids are here, you have to make 2 packs. There's not enough. So now it's just being used. So 1 pack.
I just put a little bit of salt and pepper on the wings before I put them in. I don't really put nothing on them. Blue cheese dressing. Ugh, not for me. That's okay.
We didn't invite you over anyway.
A lot of people don't like blue cheese dressing.
I don't either. It would have been nice since Tim and Bryce are up here close. They would have been nice they could come up, but Tim had to get home.
Well, yeah.
Well, actually, he's ready to pop. Ready to have another little baby Gentry running around.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we're gonna send him something nice once the baby's born too.
Okay, Jesse and Jesse like blue cheese. Yay. So all 3 of us like it.
Jen's validated now. It's the blue cheese conspiracy. Ah! Back here. Hey.
See, some of these I can't read. You'll probably have to read them when you're
Yeah,
done.
it's hard to track them down sometimes on that.
Mango habanero sauce, I guess. Never had it.
All done.
No blue cheese and no celery. Okay.
We're taking it, putting this in trash or on straight out.
I'll put it in the trash. I can take that out later.
All right.
How tall is Steve? Aren't you like 6 foot?
6'0".
6 foot tall. He's gotta wash his hands.
What's this going, begging?
What?
Coffee.
That's from earlier. I didn't finish it. I didn't feel like. Never mind. I was gonna say I didn't get to the dishes yet. I was waiting until after dinner.
The dishwasher is currently holding the camera. No.
The dishwasher is now the camera stand, okay?
No, we do not have. Listen, we still live in the same apartment we did when we had no money, and the whole reason of having the apartment still is because I'd rather buy gas and toys. There's 2 people living in one place. How big of a house do I really need? And next time I move, I want to own the land that's under the house, and I want to buy a house that we like. So the idea is to build up to that point, which is why we're actually seriously considering buying property in Tennessee and in cash flow in the build of the house, the shop, and the whole bit over time. But I got to build up something, make it the way I want it. So I'd rather stay here and build it up rather than have a big ass house and be stuck at home all the time.
Somebody said this must be Steve's eat and greet.
There you are. Hey, take what you can get. All right, back to Grogu in the bar. Just got to figure out how to put the camera back perfect. Good enough. There we are. All right, I'll read the comments on the laptop now. So yeah, now I got the chicken done up, so now Jane can start making dinner. And either tonight, probably tomorrow morning, because I don't really feel like it tonight. I'll edit a video in the morning, and then I'll get it out over the weekend. So, oh, that is crooked. That's going to bother the hell out of me. Just looking at the camera all skewed over. There we go. That's better. Trying not to be a perfectionist, but I fail at that sometimes. All right, let's get through some of these comments here. Nikki Bellis, the sweet sour barbecue wings. Nah, that would be for Jen. I prefer the Parmesan. This must be. You already read that one. I'm sorry. We're getting slow with the comments here. Let's
I don't think I read the sweet and
go
sour.
for it. You should feel you'll love it. Eat and greets. That's creative. Oh, yeah. The JDRL fan said that. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm seriously giving it thought. You know, right now the basic plan at the shop is I want to get that Ford rail done, figured out, pulled apart. Maybe tomorrow. I'd hate to go back down there, baby, but
Down where?
I wanted to drop off so I know what I'm doing with that damn frame. I wanted to go down there and drop that old tank off, but I got to go to Morton, Illinois to drop it off. There's a bunch of stuff I want to drop off. I'm gonna do it on one trip, but I won't be loading tomorrow, that's for sure. Because unless they called me like literally in the early morning, so I could take those wheels, baby. I could take them down to drop off at that spot to get polished that we spoke of.
Okay.
And on my way past, drop the tank off in Illinois with the pickup truck, obviously. But then on the way down, I'd stop off and drop off those 4 wheels to get them polished. Because I bought 5, I just need 4 of them polished, right?
Yeah.
So I'll get them 4 done. Because I need to know what the final tank size is going to be for the Ford, so I can then get that frame get the length of it exactly how I want it, and then be good to go. But I need to get the drafts from the frame to know how long they'll be, based on my dimension, based on my my requirements, is how big the tanks are and how much fuel I want it to hold. So I'm thinking about that tomorrow, which means I won't have time to really edit. But if we do it in the morning, I gotta see what's the mileage from Green Bay, Wisconsin to, is it Morton, Illinois? Oh, Illuma Tank is who I have build the tanks. James Doe says, did you hire a mechanic yet? Did not hire a mechanic yet, but the mechanic that interviewed appears to be a perfect match for what we need for the channel. Not just a qualified mechanic, but also a good match for the channel. Plus also, I keep making a joke. Not a joke, it's reality. What I need is Gentry's version of Bryce. I need a guy that understands the YouTube side of things, also the old world trucking side of things, and is not afraid to work on trucks that go against the grain. That's what I need, and I think I found him. But he doesn't live here. He'd have to move here, which would be starting. Yeah, probably was Jesse and Jesse. Probably was the microwave. They were like, "What was that beeping?" Oh no,
The
just
oven.
oven. Jen turned the oven on and started preheating for the wings. So yeah, he's a good match for the channel. And if he's moving, that shows a commitment to what we're trying to do rather than just somebody that's like, oh my God, I just want to meet my favorite YouTuber, which does happen. In fact, the guy that bought my 352 and never took delivery of it that I repoed, he did that just so he could meet his favorite YouTuber, which is insane, but that's sometimes people do that. But yeah, so if he's moving based on his job, he's committing to the job. He's actually putting some skin in the game. So that means he's actually willing to do the work and believes in what I'm trying to do. So, and that's a big thing. So I think I got the guy. I think I got it good with that. So we got to try to, excuse me. I got to figure out how to, I'm going to think, I'm reading this and I just completely collapsed my train of thought. Choo choo. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I think I found a good match for a mechanic at the shop, and that's where we're going to start to grow. Is doing that. And that's a big risk on my end. So, but no, we're gonna go for it because we got to grow. We definitely do something big. Let's see here. I'll buy an Orwell shirt if you have big sizes. It's Lauren Perkins. Yeah, we're gonna have when we get merch. We did go up to 5X in the past, so it hasn't been a problem. It's just we didn't buy enough of them. But there has to be an upcharge on the larger sizes because it costs me more. I just pass the difference right on directly. Most are pretty balanced. I got, unless you know all food stuff here. What kind of truck would you buy to put a driver in? It's hard to get a driver in for a cab over. Not 100% sure. I got ideas, but right now it's kind of like I have to focus on what I have. So right now, cab overs is what I have. So if you want to make real money and be respected by your boss and pull cool freight and actually put money in your pocket, you'll have cab overs to drive because if you're not driving, you're sleeping. If you're not sleeping, you're driving. What do you need a big sleeper for? I don't think I want a big truck with a big sleeper. I don't want drivers that are lazy on the road. I want my drivers driving, and when they're not driving, I want them sleeping, and when they're not doing either one or the other, I want them at their home because that's why they work hard, to have a good home. So yeah, I don't want trucks with big sleepers. If you're not sleeping, you're driving. If you're not driving, you're sleeping. And if you're doing neither, you should be home with your family and enjoying the spoils of your work. Steve, your channel followers love you to do a live run with Orwell and a live visit with Chim, Gentry, and Braxton, if possible, with Brax also. Yeah, we were planning on being in Tennessee in a couple weeks, and then everything we were planning on doing a collab with Tim in Tennessee, and then going to see James Pretty. Oh, I gotta find out from James Pretty. We're basically postponing that a month because I went out with Tim to do this load. I won't be able to go see James Pretty unless I just jumped in the car that I broke because I broke Jen's Mercedes, and drove down to Georgia. But I'd rather combine all the trips together rather than just driving all over the place just to hang out and say hi. Although I could, but I'd rather not, to be honest. Just be more fun to have the toys or a truck with me. So that's kind of the idea. Trying to read all the comments, but some of them are going by too quick. And Pavement, once I get the site back up and get merch bought to sell it, you'll know it'll be on it. I'll be dropping hints on the videos, so we'll be good to go once I get it done. I'm thinking about going over there tomorrow, trying to work on artwork and possibly getting more shirts that I already have out, particularly Orwell shirts. Tex W says cab overs were and are the best to drive. I don't necessarily about cab over. They're definitely easier to get around, being a short wheelbase, but I don't. Somebody asked me about getting like Gentry's House on Wheels. I don't know. I just think that's good for sitting around, but I don't want my guys sitting around. That's how I look at it. I'll see here. Yes, run a live with Orwell. To be exact, we followed your channel. Would love. Yeah, it'd be a cool. All right. Oh, somebody's commenting on he goes, "Are you a Flyers?" I guess you forgot, right? Fan. Yes, Jen is from Philadelphia. She's a Flyers fan, and that's basically the only. Look, baseball is boring. I hate the NFL, and it's the only sport that we really follow in this house. Although I loosely follow. But Jen was born and raised in Philly. She's a Philadelphia Flyers fan all her life. So that's that. So Grogy has his Flyers jersey on. Or sweater, sorry. There's sweaters in hockey. Speaking of Tennessee, if the new mechanic moves there, is he going to move to Tennessee if y'all move? First of all, Edward Williams, it's a great question, but here's the thing. I never intend on not having a truck with Widmeyer Express. So if Widmeyer Express is in, NASCAR is not a sport there, Daniel Reese. You're driving a car. You don't have to be an athlete to drive a car. Trust me, I know. So yeah, you just got to be for NASCAR. You just got to have a hot wife, or you could be the hot wife and have marginal skills. But yeah, it's not. Listen, I love racing. It's not a sport. But anyway, what was I saying? Wow, I just got
talking about moving to Tennessee.
Oh, moving, yeah. So I'll always need a shop up here in some capacity. So I'll always need something like that, although more YouTube builds might move to Tennessee. But the time frame it'll take me to do it, let's be honest, I doubt I'll have the money or we'll find a fall-in spot like Tim did where he just found a shop and a parking lot. And to be honest, the shop is always full because he's got a lot of trucks to maintain, and the parking lot is plumb full. So he needs a bigger spot, and he knows it. But I think I'll always have at least a maintenance shop up here. But if I do what I want to do, I want to buy the property first, then start working on the landscaping, excavation, whatever, then build the shop, then build the house. That process will take many years. So nothing's going to happen fast like that. Robert Borchard says you got the Tim's Gentry shop just the day after the shop. No, it was a little after the fire. It wasn't just a day. He's been a subscriber, a fan. Yeah, Borchert is German, so I'm saying it wrong, probably. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Although you didn't tell me how to say it right. But yeah. David Dion says, sorry, Jen, I am a Montreal Habs fan. Who's the Habs?
The Canadians, Montreal Canadiens.
What the hell is a Habs?
That's what they call them, Habs.
Why?
Ask him.
Where do you get Hab from Canadian?
I think it's Habitat.
Or Canadians, or however you say it.
Montreal Canadiens.
And ask, hockey does that weird too. Like everybody shortens the names. It's like, what is it? Like the Penguins are Pens?
Yeah.
And what's the other ones? Flyers are just...
No, you shorten their names and call them Flies.
Flies, like the
we
fly.
Don't call them Flies.
Damn fly, you know, they hang around your head. So I shorten them, call them Fly. Man, I had all kind of weird nicknames for all the Flyers players when I was watching it with Channel Live. That was so funny. Paul Wasser, you're wrong. You're close, though. Steve, all about NASCAR. Yeah, Daniel Reese, Auto Sport. It's just motorsports. It's just... To me, it's not a sport. You don't have to be an athlete to drive, you know. And NASCAR is... I'd rather go to the local track here and watch real racers race, you know, cars that they built in their own garage, you know. Listen, when in the old days where, Dale Earnhardt Sr. actually worked on his car, that was cool. But nowadays, Jeff Gordon never turned a wrench on his own car, trust me. No, it ain't me, Ben. It's not me. Come on, think about it. It's not that hard. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have put that up there, but I did. It's always there. It's just I didn't think about it till after the fact. The picture. I was trying to guess the picture next to me.
Oh, that one?
Yeah, it's not that hard to figure out, but some guys are just trying to figure it out.
All right, do you want to know why they call them Habs?
Yeah, why
I
is it
looked
called...
this up before, but I forgot.
I read it. Well, come here and read it.
Well, you want to read it? I
can read it, but you don't need to be off frame either. Yeah, I was Air Force there, Tex. You're right. After the nickname Habs was derived from les habitants, habit ants. Habit ants. HABITANTS. Habit ants. Ants with bad...
Habitants.
Yeah, but what's less? It's probably lay. like Les Miserables. Whatever, which is also a term to refer to early French. See, it's probably Les Habitants or something like that. I don't know. I'm butchering it to hell. Sorry, I'm not picking on it. I'm laughing at my own ignorance. Deal with it. Which is a term used to refer to early French settlers in Canada. It was adapted as a nickname for the Montreal Canadiens, or Canadians spelled
Canadians.
They put a different pronunciation at the end of it due to their deep-rooted connection to Quebec and their francophone community.
Francophone?
Whatever. Francophone community. Reading it right off of that best I can, guys. All right, so it's it's a slang word that they call themselves. Like the other slang word you can't say about a Canadian. Oh, except for the one guy that calls himself that. Mark the... Yeah, him. Yeah, I don't know why that's a bad thing, but it is apparently in Canada. Let's see, when you get the fart sound, it reminded me of Jeff Dunham's Puppet Walter the other day talking NASCAR. You know, it all happens to us. The older we get, the more like Walter we become. Thanks. Someone says, thanks, Jen. You make my day. Dirt track sprint car racing is better than NASCAR. Matthew Fields, absolutely correct. Absolutely right. I never saw that movie. What movie is Ricky Bobby from? I've heard the phrases, but
Talladega Nights.
I never saw it. But that's a fictional character. Just like that other one, Days of Thunder. Demo Derby is also fun to watch. So was local derby. Demo derbies are going to have problems because where do you get good cars from? They don't make big cars anymore. Hey, man, I love your channel in Orwell. It's John Collier. Thank you. Knazzle Rod says, missed you in Pennsylvania. Seen Tim early morning at the TA. He said you were at the hotel. Catch you next time. Yeah, there was another fan that came by while I was in the Porta-John at the Indiana Toll Road. I found a Porta-John I needed quickly. But yeah, another fan apparently came and went. Just recognized Rooster sitting there and come rolling in. So that was cool. So yeah, Matthew Fields says he's friends with a sprint car driver. Yeah, I know a few of them. But yeah, it would have been cool if you see me over there, Knazzarod. That would have been cool. I don't mind me. I actually enjoy it, meeting fans on the road. Just, I always feel bad, like if I'm really busy, I kind of have to like scoot along, be like, hey man, I gotta go. I hate to be rude, but I gotta go. But even if I'm in a hurry, I will always spend time, at least a little bit, with a fan that came by. I want to hang out, shoot the crap. So let's see here. Where are we at with the likes? It's not showing on my thing. Got 339 watch. Man, that's why I feel bad. Like Tim does a live, he's got like 20-some-hundred people, and I got like 300. But hey, 300 is
601.
Yeah, I got 337 diehards on here, so that's awesome. All right, getting the likes up, good to go. They say it helps with the channel, so we need them likes up. Jeff Gordon wouldn't know what a wrench is, even if someone threw it at him. That's the point, though. These are Hollywood stars that drive cars. Like a straight up work ethic and get it done attitude. Yeah, Michael Statler, that's true. Thank you very much for noticing. Problem is, in today's world, it generates a lot of hate. Because, oh, you don't have this, you don't have that, you don't know what you're doing, you're this, you're that, you don't blah, 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 blah. Okay, and nobody else can show me what they got done. So, yeah, it's weird. I'm glad to see that friendship is always good for each other, as Dallas Potts. Yeah, well, that's exactly it. Tim's a busy man, so we try to do stuff together when we can. We always try to benefit each other's channel, talk about, trucking, try to put our heads together for how to make both channels grow. So yeah, it works good together. It surely does. And Tim's an awesome old school family man. So we get along well. We're very different people, believe me. We're very different people, but we're very much alike at the same time. And in that space is how it works good together. So I'm grateful for it. Don't forget, the first time me and Tim Gentry ever spoke, he was offering to help me with Orwell's transmission when it broke down in Ohio. That happened over live, just like this, where Tim offered to help me with that transmission. And he didn't know me from Adam, but he wanted to help. And I told him I already had it handled. And then we got to talking. I drove down there and met him while I was going down to go pick up my big trailer. And blam, the rest is history. He throws me the keys. So Razor almost flipped Braxton's Razor. And then I drove the one he bought off Cletus McFarland. I drove that thing through a pond. On film. True story. And that's why we bought ours. Because you watch his video, he thought Jen was going to want to kill me for how hard I was driving that car. And she loved it so much, we went home and bought another one. I bought her own. And Jen loves that unit. She's back there giggling. It's a true story. Everyone, Mr. Pagman says, everyone thinks they could do it better. Then they're upset when they don't have what you have. Well, that's facts. You know, I had an issue with somebody one time. I gotta see what's getting blown up my phone there. I'll check it out quick. I had a house on one time. They made a comment about, I was at the store and I was buying, steaks for the family. Like, wish I could have steaks. When you work as hard as I do, you can have steaks too. I'm like, all you gotta do is work. I mean, this particular person is just a lazy slob. So I'm like, yeah, well, that's why you can't have steak, because you're a lazy slob. You don't work. So you work, you can get steaks. I don't know what to tell you. Tim will never show a problem with Rooster on his channel and wants everyone to think it's better. Jeremiah Sullivan, you are absolutely dead wrong. Dead wrong. Because I remember on video, there was an issue with the wiring for the starter. It shorted out, and it got red and started smoking, and he's underneath there ripping wires out, and that happened at the new shop. So no, you're dead wrong. And Rooster had a hiccup. We're just not going to explain what it was, but Rooster had a hiccup in the middle of this load, and he told me, because we filmed it, he told me, yeah, put it out there. We don't care. So no, you're dead wrong, Jeremiah. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to piss you off. I don't know if you're a troll or a genuine fan, but no, you're dead wrong. He shows his troubles out there. You just don't pay attention. So I don't know what to tell you there. Tim shows Rooster broke all the time, like all the time. Well, it's a custom truck, so there you go. See, I'm not the only one that says it. So there it is. Wait till you see the problems we had. That was the first thing I did. We were having problems getting Rooster hooked up to the trailer. Problems. Broke out the camera, filmed it. I was filming for Tim, showing the problems. So, yeah, I'm not picking on you, Jeremiah. Just on this, you're wrong. Like, you're 180 out. You're so wrong. But that's on it. If you're a genuine fan, hope you stay. But on that issue, you're dead wrong. Yeah, Derek E. Sr. says, yeah, saw the starter issue as well. I'm going to check my phone quick. I just want to see what I got coming. If it's something I have to know about. No, nothing super important. Just a bunch of crap. All right, cool. Make it go away. Oh, screwed up camera. There we go. All righty. So, there we go. Chad Boring says he loves blue cheese. I guess he's late to the party on that one there.
That's all right.
Yes, everyone's getting on him about the whole never shows anything wrong with the truck. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he was watching Timmy's live when he was joking about my production, and he climbed in the GoPro to put in the cab. Same live when the two wide loads met on a 2-lane. Yeah, that's right. That was on the live where you get 2 wide loads. There ain't enough room on that road.
I saw that.
What sucks is I forgot that GoPro in the truck when we delivered, so it's on its way to Tennessee. So Tim said when he gets home, he's going to he's going to box it up and ship it back here to me because he's got my one GoPro. So I don't know. I mean, if he wants, he could pull the SD card and copy the footage. I don't care. My wife is a fan of Baby Yoda, aka Mogu. We call him Grogy, short for Grogu. But yeah, that might be a what do you call? Yes, he is big enough to be at the bar. He's 50 years old. Bonus footage. Yeah, no, what I did, I had GoPros in Rooster. I had GoPros outside of Rooster. I had GoPros on the load, on the trailer, on my truck, on the back of the truck. I had GoPros all over the place. Orwell's doing good there, Kiyoshi. Just sitting outside at the moment. But yeah, didn't load this week. I could have, but I was out, so I didn't. We'll see what next week holds. But I really do want to keep working on the Ford. And to be honest, I just got home, so I don't know why this is weird, Dillinger. Paul Dillinger, this is weird. I don't have to tell you, it's not weird to me.
What's weird?
I have no idea. He didn't say. I don't know. I don't know if I care. Tim gets a hell of a lot of hate. Yeah, well, he gets a lot of hate because he shows people how somebody can just get crap done. Sometimes just grab the bull by the horns and wrestle that puppy. What are you going to do? You're going to, I need to do this so I can do that. Or you just go do it. Kind of like what I just did, right? So yeah, that has it. Does Orwell have new shoes yet? I have the rims. We were just talking about that earlier. I might have to go to Illinois tomorrow, or maybe Monday, but I probably should do it tomorrow. Drop the wheels off to get polished, and then drop the fuel tank off for the Ford so I can get my custom ones made, or at least get a print, so I can know the length of rail I need, so I can potentially on my next load drop my template frame rail off to be made for the new frame rail for the Ford. I really want to get that done. How about Braxton's diesel fire scare? Scared? Oh, yeah, that was funny, Paul Wasser. That was funny. Poor kid. So what end result was with that is he spilled fuel on top of the fuel tank of the torpedo heater, and then he sprayed it with brake clean to try to clean the fuel off, and ignited the brake clean, which of course ignited the fuel laying on top of the tank. So he just ran the fire extinguisher and doused it with the fire extinguisher. So yeah, it was kind of funny, but it wasn't. But hey, 11 years old, he thought he had a fire, and he put it out right quick and in a hurry. So I'm proud of kid. He did an awesome job. He made a small mistake, and he corrected it real quick. So yeah, I mean, I thought that was awesome. Would have been funnier if it was on video, but yeah. Retired MPED Ward 2 says, retired owner operator, y'all show really goes on. Absolutely, that's the whole thing. When was the last time you delivered a load to Florida? It's been a while since I've been in Florida. I don't deliver a load to Florida, which is honestly why I'm probably never going to move to Florida. But that's okay, I guess. Tennessee's close enough. I can imagine poor Brax having like Three Stooges moment, but he got it done. Nah, there's no Three Stooges moment about that. Maybe, I never really watched the show much, but no. I think he handled it like a pro handled it. He made a mistake and he corrected it. Got any trucker tattoos? I have nothing truck specific. I've just got the tats I got. They're not trucker specific. Dennis, back in the early 90s when I was Broderick teaming in Chicago, one of the four oldest trucking companies used an 85 Ford Ranger for pilot car for oversized moments of movements. Was Orwell running when you first got it? Just wondering. Orwell ran. The engine was recently rebuilt, mileage-wise, but it was a 25-plus-year-old rebuild, and I had to rebuild them within 4 months of getting it back on the road. So I had to rebuild them again for the third time. Lauren Perkins just added a like. Thanks. Speaking of which, hit that like button. All people make a mistake sometime. Absolutely, it happens. But again, learning experience. And Brax handled the fire appropriately. So, good job. I like you and Orwell. Just get job done, most of all safely. Absolutely. James Pretty says, sup, bro? Dude, I got to call you later, man. I'm home. I'm not out in Tennessee. So everything I pushed back a month. So I got to get with you time-wise. That when we go down to Tennessee. It's a month pushback, so we'll get her figured. Everyone's now talking to James Pretty there. James Pretty YouTube channel. That's who's on there, James Pretty. So go check out his channel. He just dropped a video very recently about I didn't see what it was. He's messing with his Freightliner there. Yeah, we'll get James. Trust me, we'll get together. It's just, well, long story short, I had to run tail escort for Tim. It was a last minute thing, and weather was also playing a factor. So then we bounced down to do the tail escort. We just got back today after delivering this late morning this morning, so I'm home now. So I'll just work the shop till I go back out, and then we're trying to work around Sean's time off to go off-roading is what it is. So my older son Sean, so when he gets his time off, we'll do it. So it's approximately a month. So we'll figure it out either prior or after, but we'll get something done there for sure. I felt bad because didn't get to do collab with James like I was planning on. And things are just not good enough right now to just say, F it, we're going to Georgia for no particular reason other than to go see James. I want to pile it all together is the idea. It's just too much of a trip to do with just to do a collab because it takes a while. Probably be good for the views, but it takes a while for your money to come back to you. I have a Freightliner mud flap for sale on my offer up. I need to look into how to get mud flaps done with your logo on them. That's what I need to do. How do I sell like FSC trucking my logo or Orwell or something on mud flaps? Although I guarantee you I could pay Rob at SH2. He can make like mud flap weights and stuff out of stainless because he does that stuff for Tim. I guarantee you Rob could get that done for me like real Ricky Tick. So that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if I want to. See, that's the thing. SH2 sells that stuff. So I wouldn't want to like buy a bunch of them to try to sell them because I'm selling SH2 stuff, right?
Right.
But I don't know if I could mark them up, I guess. But I don't know. I'd rather just let Rob make them and then sell them himself. You know, let him put the money in his pocket. I don't care. He puts my name on there. Maybe we'll talk about it. So I don't know. I gotta talk to him about making a good way to, if we were to do that as a merch game. I got to figure out a way that maybe me and Rob can work together so that we all get a piece out of that. Because I wouldn't want Rob to just make stuff. You know, he's got to get his name out there too. He's got a channel. So we got to figure something out. I'll have you get with Rob on that. But yeah, so. Hello from Hudson, Wisconsin. It's Jeff Utek, I think it's pronounced. Hudson, Wisconsin. That's a ride from here. There's a, matter of fact, Hudson, Wisconsin. That's where I delivered that 50,000 pound Mack wrecker. That Mack Superliner. Remember that big beast?
Yeah.
That's where I dropped that off at. Christopher Del Rosario says, when you drive Orwell, can you do some new views? What do you mean, like camera placements? I'm always thinking about different places to put cameras and just kind of, just start running out of ideas. That's the problem with that. If you can go back, Paul Wasser says, if you can go back in time and change one thing with your trucking company, what would it be? Start sooner. I should have done Orwell years before I did Orwell, or something like that, right? And I should have YouTubed buying, rebuilding, or fixing Orwell before I did. I honestly, I thought everybody would laugh at me, which they do now, I guess, but I didn't think when I had my channel, I was trying to get my shop going, and it was car content. I honestly thought that YouTube I wouldn't do good with the old truck, so I didn't do it until COVID came and the car shows disappeared, and I did a couple of vlogs with the cab over. Next thing you know, blammo! Everyone wants to see me drive the truck, so turned into something totally different. So yeah, that was totally awesome. Matthew Field says, I build custom semi-wrecker trucks in 1/32 scale, plus I'll be building a new one as soon as I get money. It's going to be a Kenworth T600 semi-wrecker, just like Tim Gentry's. Matt Fields, yeah, it's CRG. Start sooner. I should have started my company and done what I'm doing now a lot sooner than I did. I should have started YouTubing a lot sooner than I did. Everything I've been doing, I should have trusted my gut and done it sooner. That's what I feel. So, yeah, as far as that 1/32, somebody sent me a picture of a die cast they did. Dude, this guy did a die cast of my 352 Peterbilt, and he did a damn good job on it too. It was frightening how detailed he got that thing, down to the faded paint around the headlights. I couldn't believe how awesome it came out. Minty Man says, I remember the first video on Orwell Rebuild. It was like 2 weeks old when I subscribed. Very cool to see his channel grow off the old truck compared to some of the others I follow that stopped making stuff. Well, look, there's a space on YouTube for everybody, okay? Listen, you can't accurately compare me to Tim Gentry because we're very different people, different type of trucks, different companies, different freight. So I guess there is a comparison maybe to be made, but, you know, it's different. You know, look at, Dominique, the dump truck driver's YouTube channel. Again, very different channel. But she's very different than I do. Or the truck is different, the freight's different, obviously. Different personality, but there's a space for everybody on here. Some people just like James Pretty. He doesn't drive. He's not a trucker. He's an airline pilot. But he loves trucks, so he buys trucks, fixes them, rebuilds them, gets them going. So, again, it's an awesome channel. I mean, that's the stuff that, again, how do you compare us all? I mean, we're all in the trucks, but, that's how it goes, Have you ever pulled a Trail King lowboy before? No. No. What's Gentry have? It's not Trail King. It's a Well-Law, I think. Maybe it is a Trail King. No, I never pulled a Trail King lowboy. Who asked me that? I lost it. Modelers have a lot of talent. Yeah, they do, for sure. Picked up the Duck 30, says I picked up a current load from Wausau on Wednesday, and I'm in Georgia now. Wednesday, today's Thursday. Oh, there you go. You got some hammering down there. Oh, that's Christopher Del Rosario asked about the Trail King. No, I never did. Y'all both love cab overs. I love old trucks. Cab over, I don't have like a cab over thing per se, but I love old trucks. Old trucks tend to be cab overs. Love to see SH2 create FSC logo to put on Orwell's headache rack boxes. You never know. Rob has never actually walked up close to see Orwell. Rob was at Max last year, as was I and Orwell. But I don't think he walked out to see Orwell. But I definitely want to bring Orwell down there and start putting our heads together and try to dress up Orwell in a tasteful manner to not make him look resto mod, but just keep him resto, but still, do some cool stainless things on Orwell with it. Hi, baby.
I'm going to go check them out.
Okay.
See the baby.
That's the baby. He's right there on the screen.
How cute he was.
That's right. Oh, see here. All to each his own. Absolutely there. Hutch Hilton chose a driving school that was very tough through high reputation. Yeah, with Pierce Manufacturing in the region, could you do more fire truck delivery work? I'm leased on a Widmeyer Express, so when we get fire truck loads, they're offered to me. If we don't get them, then we don't get them. That's how that works. Let's see here. Heavy hauling is a class in of its own. The escort trucks are the most stressful. After just doing the rear escort for Tim, that's the rear escort is the most stressful, I think, of the escorts, because you got road rage and MFers trying to literally take you out. I mean, can you imagine you're driving a Chevy Cobalt and you're trying to push a Ram 3500 out of the way because you're mad because I won't let you buy a wide load so you don't crash into a $173,000 mast on the side of the trailer? The mast for the sailboat? Yeah, that happened. I got video of it. You'll see. Oh, it was crazy. I never saw so much. Listen, I'm from Jersey. I never saw so much road rage in one spot in my life. Wow. Could I do what Trainboy RR says? Could you do what Tim Gentry does? Largely, I do a lot of what Tim Gentry does. However, the specifics of the boat hauling, I would love to do a few loads with him for the training because, especially the big stuff, there's a lot of training involved in that right there. So, can I? Not yet. I would need a lot more training to even think about something like that. But for sure, I might go that route with other companies in that direction. I just don't want to compete with Tim directly, but I'd love to try to do similar stuff and branch out into other things. But yeah, do you have to drive to go to Matt's? No, it's a truck show. It's for the trucking industry. But no, you can go to Matt's, just get there, buy your ticket to get in there and go. I'll be there. I'll be at I don't know who all's going. Green APU is supposed to be getting a booth. Last I heard, they're planning on it. I haven't heard details on that yet. I'm going to go in some capacity. Gentry's trying to get a booth. I'm pretty sure. I think he's got everything locked in on that. If not, it's just one or two things got to be done first. But we're all going to be there in some capacity. So I'm for sure going to be at Matt's in some capacity, some way, shape, or form. Do we custom flap artistic? Wow, it's moving too quick. A tire cutting, thread cutter, and color. Not sure. And talking about custom. Yeah, idea about selling, as merch, mud flaps for the truck. Somebody's, I don't know, what are you talking about here? What are you doing with the old Ford CL 9000? Or putting a new, longer, thicker frame to do exactly what Orwell does now. Hutch Hinton, very hungry for hands-on knowledge. Learn all you can, manual gearbox. Super hungry and willing to get your hands dirty. Have to love it. Matt, what's your channel? I don't know what he's talking about there. Just saw Tim has a new 4-axle Argosy on Facebook. Yeah, he's posted a picture of it. I guess he's looking at buying one. He's got to replace the Argosy that got crashed. And he's got to also get a 4-axle tractor to pull this 3-axle, could be 4-axle trailer, the boat trailer, the new Ultron. So, yeah, he posted on Facebook. He's thinking about getting it. I'll leave it at that. Always want to JD Rail fan. Mark, can get me to drive. Even own a Ford. Oh, we're talking about Ford Transit vans now. We were talking earlier. Tabitha Weiss says hi, by the way. That'd be one of the 6 or 7 female subscribers there. But yeah, we were talking earlier about pilot cars, escort vehicles. What would be good vehicles? Earlier we were talking. Someone threw out like old hearses. I thought of station wagons. Somebody else brought up my lowrider Impala, which doesn't have hydraulics, just low because it's sag. Yeah, old guy, does this work? I don't know what you're talking about. So yeah, we're just trucking is going to be at Matt's truck show at the Green APU booth. Yeah, well, we were there. He was there last time. I seen him there last time, so I'll probably see him again this year. Justin's a good dude. He's got an interesting channel. Again, he's another trucker that does it a totally different direction than what I do, what Tim does, what Dominique does. There's space on that for us all. That's how I see it. So, yeah, trying to figure that out here. So, how long till the wingies are done, baby? Time wise?
Like 7:45, 7:30.
Oh, so you still got another half hour ish. Yeah, I don't want to be on here too long. Comments are slowing down, so I'm losing crap to talk about here. Really, I did this live just talking about the collab me and Tim just did, getting that sailboat job done, where I was running the Hemi Dually as a tail car, the pilot car for him with that big wide load, and that load was, like I said, I don't want to give in too much, but man, you guys ought to watch my videos when I get there. You guys gotta watch Tim's videos. It's gonna be something. That load was just drama from the word go, but it got delivered, no damage, everything's Gucci, good to go. But man, let me tell you, we worked for this one. Wow, that was probably the hardest load I think I've ever done, just in drama, and I was just a damn pilot car. Yeah, that's that though. When can we expect the new videos? Well, Tim's gonna drop his first. I think it's only fair. So Tim's gonna drop his first. I was gonna start working on. I was gonna skip in. I was gonna do some Ford cab over work. Might drop that tomorrow or Sunday. Not really sure, depending on when I edit it. Not tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Maybe I'll drop it tomorrow. I'm not really sure. Yes, I am planning on putting a driver in the Ford CL eventually. I got to build it first. I'll drive it first, work out all the bugs out of it, and then I'll eventually start putting a driver in it. And then I'm going to start working on a 352. I might put a driver in that. Listen, I got to find a driver that actually knows how to drive and actually is willing to deal with cantankerous old equipment. But yeah, that's how we got to do it. But yeah, I intend on getting a driver for sure. James Doe, how long have you been operating out of Wisconsin? Well, I started driving for a different company pulling reefer in 01 or 02. I think 02. And then I moved over with Widmeyer in 06, late in 06. So I've been pulling out for Wisconsin-based companies since 2002. And I've been living in Wisconsin since 09. Because before I was living in Pennsylvania, but using Wisconsin-based carrier to bring me to and back past my house with freight. Gus FC says, you turning Orwell into a pusher truck for heavy loads for Gentry. I think Gentry's idea is to buy trucks big enough to do it all by himself. I don't think Tim, you never know with Tim though, but getting into big, heavy, super heavy loads where it's like you need a truck to push. I don't know if he needed it. I'd probably do it. I mean, that's I'd try anything once. I guess almost anything once. Oh man. Would love to meet you guys in Hubbard, Talamage, Ohio area. Well, if you were to scale in Hubbard the other day, you'd have seen us in there, and you would have had plenty of opportunity because we were in there for a little while, sitting at the Hubbard, Ohio scale house. I'm just tired now. Running 30 years running out of North Jersey. How fast do you pull Breezewood going west? When I'm heavy, we're not on the toll road because we're permitted around it. I don't know. I honestly, I really don't know on that one. You would think I would know, but I don't do it often enough to be like, yeah, I know exactly. I know Orwell pulled 100,000 pounds up over so when you come out of Wendover and you going into Nevada there, heading west, was it Silver Zone Pass? I think it is. We topped Silver Zone Pass with grossing at 100,000 pounds permit load, obviously, 3-axle trailer. We topped that hill doing 21 mile an hour. That's one hell of a hill, though. Angel Keats says, love watching your videos. My dad drove an old Freightliner cab over. It brings back so many memories. You quit driving when the government required CDLs in the 90s. Yeah, a lot of people did that in them days, too, which is why we got the problems we got now. The good guys left. Seeing Green Bay waiting for you to come take over this cattle trailer for me. Butch, for real? Like, if you're dead serious, email me, festcheckshop@gmail.com. Shoot me a comment there. If you're for real. I'm always looking for something new to do. So if you're for real, you get hit me up there. Either email me or actually get a comment here now. I'll be watching for you. Come take over this cattle trailer for me. Hey, I'm taking you at your word on that, man. Let's see here. He needs to get those ex-military rigs like you hauled back to Oshkosh. To do what with? Minty Man, has Oral ever got DOT inspection on the road? I don't think I can recall seeing one. Yeah, it's happened. I don't really put in a lot of interactions with DOT, to be honest. DOT kind of just looks at Orwell and's like, that just send them down the line. Last time Orwell's never really got a full blown real white rubber glove type treatment from the DOT, but it's gone over a few times and just I didn't have the cameras on or didn't want to film it. But usually Orwell's answer is get beyond before they open. Are you into? Oh, thank you, Angel Keith, top 21. That's awesome. Let's hear. Never seen a picture. I've seen a picture of one of Keen's old heavy haul 360. Yo, Minty Man, somebody showed me a picture of a 4-axle Keen truck 362. Looks obviously exactly like Orwell. Looks like basically it's Orwell with an extra axle. It was awesome. The guy showed it to me in his wallet. It wasn't like on a like a picture on the internet. He showed me a picture, like he took it out of his wallet. I think it was the truck his dad drove. Christine Fortner says, Minty Man, I used to do security for Keene in Savannah. Yeah, we go to Keene in Savannah every now and again. I've been over there. Well, specifically Pooler, Georgia is where we go a lot. So yeah, I've been there before, and it's cool because some of the old timers, especially at Carlisle, they recognize Orwell as to what it used to be. Like they don't know that specific truck because they had so many of them, but they recognize that that truck was a Keene truck. So it's definitely it's cool talking about it with the guys over there. But Keene isn't Keene anymore. Keene got bought out like 2 years ago by Walnelius Wilhelmsen. So from what I hear, the drivers like the benefits they get from a big company like that, but now the Keene drivers get treated like crap by their own company. So that's what I hear. They're not the happiest. It used to be Keene drivers were treated good. Just the outside carriers were treated like dog crap by Keene. Now everybody, if you're a truck driver, gets treated like crap by Keene. So I guess it's how it goes. Let's see here. Gus FC says, I saw XL trailer like yours today, but it had the third axle attachment. Mine has the attachment. I just don't have the third axle. And to be honest, with what we do now with Widmeyers, it wouldn't pay to buy one. Although I was quoted a price on one. It's a damn good price. Brand new, in fact, too. But I just we don't do enough of it. What we do now, but I do want one. I teach diesel tech high school class. What do you think the most important lesson to teach kids? Work ethic. Good luck. Um, I get it. It's like if you're teaching it, you're teaching the kids, the students now, to go. Trucking goes with the herd, and you're teaching the students to repair the equipment that are built for the herd followers. Um, Learn everything. Learn everything. Not just the new school stuff, but I think they need to learn the old school stuff too, because there is money to be made in the old school equipment. I think that's, they got to learn what they got to learn to make a living. But I think also, but if you're going to do anything, be in the top 10% of whatever it is you do. That also I think would help. Justin Mance, I have some fuel tanks for a Ford. I also have an 83 Pete like Orwell for parts. I'm about 15 miles north of James Pretty's place. What I need for Orwell actually is an HVAC box. I want to replace the entire thing, the heat and air conditioner, the heater core, and evaporator. That whole box, like you take the dash out of the truck. It's the whole thing from under the floor all the way to the dash, the blender door, the whole thing is what I really could use for Orwell, to be honest. And blower motors for those things too, because I'm down to my last one, and I need to figure out how to retrofit old stuff into new stuff, because Peterbilt no longer makes those blower motors. They make them for 359s, but not 362s. So if anything, I'm looking for the whole blender door and HVAC setup, like the whole thing, not just parts out of the entire thing. You could call the Hearst Frankenhammer. This James Doe. Why would I call it that? It might be cool. You just gotta sell me on the idea there. I'm trying to keep the cell phone out of their. Oh yeah, there you go. Listen, if they're hopelessly addicted to cell phones, they will be tomorrow's ditch diggers. Sorry, that's fact. They need to be off their phones. If they're addicted to phones, they'll be tomorrow's ditch diggers. But if you could be the not keeping on your phone, you'll make bank, because you'll be the king of the hill. Everybody else will be on their phones. Steve, if you want, I could send you that photo of the oversized Keen truck, 4-axle, 12 axles. Yeah, email it to me, festcheckshop@gmail.com. So same as my last name, SHOP@gmail. Email that to me. I'd love to get it. Justin Mann says, I got the entire truck. I don't need the entire truck. If I bought the entire truck, I'd fix it and drive it. But yeah, if you're selling parts, that's the parts I need. If you're selling the whole truck, what's your price? I'd have to see what it is though. Always watching Brown Pride says always watching El Paso, Texas. Awesome. There's a truck, I don't know, somewhere in Texas, and the guy wrote it. The guy wrote the ad. I'm looking at it on Marketplace. Seriously thinking about it. Pete 362. It's half written in English, half written in Spanish. It's somewhere down in Texas. I'm just hoping that thing ain't sitting in actual Mexico. But yeah, I don't know. What years did I drive for Trail Camp? Keith asks. I don't remember the years. I started in, it was after 9/11, so I think it started in 02. And I started on with Widmeyer's, 02 to 06. Maybe 07 loosely. I'm pretty sure it was late 06 when I quit Trail Camp. And that I wouldn't give a nickel for that place. I think John still runs it. I don't even know if he's still alive. I know the wife died. But yeah, I did not get along well with them people over there. John actually, I guess he thought he was being cute with me one time, and it was this. I don't know if I really want to tell that story, but I can. I can. I mean, F it. I don't care. What do I care? I had issues with Dispatch because Dispatch had a favorite driver who lived in Jersey. He got the gravy loads. And I wasn't their favorite people, so they weren't going to give me the gravy loads. I wasn't spending the night at my dispatcher's house. So, I finally had enough, started complaining about it. And I brought it to one of John's sons. And he couldn't bullshit me good enough to get me to just stop bitching about it. So the John got involved. He came in there, and he was like, well, you know, I forget exact words he did, but he was kind of like, well, you don't make enough money. And this is John Krill camp, the owner of the company, and he dug in his pocket and he pulled out a wad of money. And he grabbed up 3 $100 bills, 3 crisp C notes, put it on a table, and he's like, "That make you happy?" I just flicked it off the table, just like that, right off the table. I told him, I said, "John, you go get me. You tell your dispatcher to give me the miles. I'll come pick that money up off the floor. But until then, that money stays on the floor. You can pick it up. I'm not a charity case. I work for a living. What, you think you're gonna flick $300 on a table? What, you just a big shot? F you and your money." I flicked it at him. And I watched him pick that money up off the floor and put it back in his pocket. Of course, my problem wasn't resolved, but I didn't take his money neither. I didn't earn that money, so I ain't going to pay it. I'm not going to take it. So, yeah, that's my opinion of the camp. And, yeah, that's that. So, do you remember a guy radio handled Bird Hunter? No, I don't. I don't know a Bird Hunter. Keith said that. Yeah, I don't know the guy. He might have known me. I had the yellow, I had the 379, the yellow Pete, yellow tanks. There's a guy named Fast Eddie had it first. And there's some other guy that went nuts. They had to repo the truck out of Texas. And then I got it. But your boy Bird Hunter might know 007. He had a red Kenworth. He started with a blue Kenworth W9, then he had a red and black Kenworth W9. He still got that truck now. Babe, call Matt back. Tell him I'm doing the YouTube live. Thank you. See here. Has Oral been to California? Well, not since I've owned them. Butch said, I'd let you do a video. Oh, that's the guy with the cattle truck. I'd let you video yourself trying to load or unload the trailer. I'll send you later on. I delivered them to a stockyard. Probably lost audio with that. Ask Matt if it's an emergency or not. I'll call him back pretty soon anyway. So anyway, yeah, we could do it. We'll put something together. We could do something together. I'd love to at least try it. I mean, it'd be kind of cool just to see it. Try something like that. It'd be cool. Here. He ran the Dallas every week. Can't wait for next video. You have a hole in the floor. All right. You know what? You can ask something dumb like that, you can ask it to nobody. There you go. Boom. Stupid. Don't be stupid with me. Come on. Talking to me here. Oh, yeah, David D on a phone call. Yeah, so. But
He ain't answering me.
Because he's calling, he's probably leaving me a voicemail. I don't know what's going on. He called twice. It's not good.
Now it's going right to his voice.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, we've been out here for a while anyway. How long have we been out here? 2 hours now. All right, yeah. Anyway, Matt called me twice. Probably something.
Yeah. What's wrong? Dad's doing a live right now. What?
Is everything all right?
Yeah, he just wants to talk to you about some stuff.
All right. Well, tell him give me 5 minutes. I'll call him back. Less than 5.
We'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right. Yeah, Matt's got problems. This
right.
Stupid. It's just stupid problems. What problems? He's okay. He just wants to talk to me. Honestly, nowadays, now that he grew up and moved out, he values my advice more than he did when he was living here as a kid. Imagine that, right? All right, let's figure this out here. Got any other? I sent that Keen truck over. Awesome. I didn't hear the phone go off, but I'll check it here in a little bit. I'll probably put that video in a... Yeah, David Pryor, something about a post on Marketplace. The town I live... Where is that, David Pryor? Where is that? If you can, send me a link on email. So I'm certainly curious on stuff. The problem is I buy stuff and then I start getting involved in other stuff. My thing is I need to get more trucks going for drivers. That's the idea. I really want to get that done there. So, yeah. But shoot me an email on that. Okay, I was gonna... yeah, anyway. All right, let me get going. Let me see what's going on, Matt. We've been on for a while anyway, so. Oh, Matt's on the live now.
Is he?
Texted, hi, Dad. Yep, there he is. I enjoy it. Yeah. So, yeah, it's been an interesting day. So, I guess in close, I'll call Matt here in a little bit. In close, yeah, so that collab I did with Tim, that was definitely a treat. You definitely want to check out the videos because, man, oh man, nothing went easy from attaching the trailer to the weather to vehicle fires to road shutdown to getting around the scale in Hubbard, Ohio, and then getting Indiana toll road drama, and then what was the other drama? Something else. Oh, it's just nonstop road raging people literally trying to wipe me out. It was crazy. It was crazy. A good video for sure. But yeah, so you definitely want to check out those videos when they come out. So I'm gonna try like hell to get video out for you tomorrow. Probably Friday night and a Sunday night, I guess, my video schedule, what I'm thinking about doing. I'm going to try like hell to get on that Ford cab over this weekend or maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. I got to, maybe tomorrow I'll drop off the wheels for Orwell to get polished and then drop that tank off as a template to get new tanks made for the Ford. Busy around here since I got back. But I think today and pretty recently I want to just kind of kick my feet up and relax a little bit because it was a rough time. But we got through it. We got it done. And everything got done successfully. That's the key word. We were successful in what we did. So there we go. Boat was delivered. Good condition. No damage. No nothing. Everybody was super happy. The marina was super impressed with how it arrived and how it all got done. Well, McKenzie, Tennessee is those cab overs. So festcheckshop@gmail.com there, David Pryor. Same as my last name, FESZCHAK, shop, SHOP, @gmail.com. That's where you hit me up with that. Awesome. All right. I forgot the name of the other guy with the bull holler. Hit me up with that. Nothing else. Love to do a video hauling cattle. Trying to do something with that just to make a joke of that. That'd be kind of cool. Different side of trucking. That'd be cool. So try to get something done like that. So ready to make wingies? Oh, you're making wingies. You're almost done.
Almost, not quite.
Oh, another half hour-ish?
Half hour, 40 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right, gives me enough time to deal with Matt's stuff, too.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right, yes. So you like the lives on the repairs, working in the shop, the lives, huh? That's cool. I see more live action on Ford last time. I love watch. Well, I can't believe people actually watch for hours and hours and hours working on that truck. But I'll probably do that again. I'll probably do a live and then film also for the produced video. So that'd be awesome. All right, cool. I'll send it to you on Facebook Messenger, David Pryor says. All righty, cool. Send it to my personal page, my Stephen Feschek page. I probably ought to start doing that again now.
Yeah.
So I haven't been on Facebook for a long time. I just ain't really into it. But I don't know. I guess I could try. No, people say, oh, he's back. And wait, does what? Yeah, it'd be interesting. All righty. All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. So let me X out of here on the computer. And then I got to still shut you off over there. Yeah, see this? It always does that. All right. So, all right, guys, let me reverse the camera. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. Later.